I'm more nervous about this than I am about that.
Yeah, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I me too. Just angle back to front. Good luck, guys.
Thanks, man. You want the spreadsheet, right? I really just get rid of the chat. Oh, I did pop it out. Where do you want that at? Over here.
I'll put it over here so I can see it. We're starting this at 11:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like nervous with that.
My clock is an hour off. It's from Eastern time. So it should be 11:15.
I don't want to steal your
I have more than I can take on with me.
Edgington and Travis is a shame.
More than everyone knows.
Make sure you sit in the broadcast.
Are you're not doing us, right? Or
No. Well, I'm going to sit down now. But I did put on my night shirt. If I need it.
Nice.
Maybe there's an injury.
Maybe now some of those reflections are going.
So here's
Maybe I'll take it. I don't know.
all the knife throwers. Yep, all the knife throwers.
can you open this in a second tab?
Separate.
And put on that one. Like, so we have it on two, so like Tom can look at it and like I can also look at it, so I don't have to like jump across for you.
Yep. So duplicate this.
It's just doing the same thing you did before. Any other day. Yeah.
I never realized there was a duplicate option.
Do you want I can do this.
I guess I can just put it in the same tab.
Oh, just tab back and forth?
Yeah.
You know how to use the app, right?
Yeah.
Like just like League, I guess.
Yeah.
So is it I'll schedule a new match? I think it's single elimination. Yeah. So
That'll be.
we'll do that. Then do you want this up here
No, I mean,
Yeah.
for them to see?
Yeah.
So when you can, so
Actually, well, I think some small pages. Or no, it's on the first game.
I can do a whole separate like where you can switch scenes. So that way it's full screen, right? So I'll do another.
I mean, actually, I feel like honestly, you should just keep it up to the right. The scoreboard. Like, we won't ever really need to go full screen with the scoreboard.
Yeah. We'll see the score.
Right, but do you want me to send the scores into the screen?
Yeah, so like,
yeah.
so it's to the right. Like how we have it set up, like on the right side.
Okay.
Is the scoreboard.
So we're gonna keep score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, you can just do
That'd be
that.
great.
So, and I have this on this side and then on my side too, so we can both look at it. And also that'll allow us to have like you can have like Ben open and I'll have Travis open.
Yeah.
So we have like everything together.
Does that work?
Yeah, it's perfect.
And then we're streaming now. So
We're streaming?
yeah, I'm gonna check the
Oh,
audio.
I wanted to sit down so it looks like that.
I can stop the video.
I'm gonna be on ESPN, so I don't get I'm worried on a YouTube broadcast if they have bigger issues on national television.
Alright. You're gonna need to shut that door, you think? Or you think that's good? Because I have that mic out there. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Do it again.
Test 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Because I think with the door open, I'm like hearing everything.
Yep. So I'm gonna load the video. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Have we tested the being able to hear the judges? Or we hear it through the broadcast?
You hear it through the broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah. Feedback. Just want to do like a little count.
What? Count? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. What? Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn your mics up a little bit. Try to dumb those down a lot. Whoever sits here might have to screw down because of the headphones. I don't have any extensions, unfortunately. You know what it is. They're taping all the little segments. So I need the WKTL. I need this graphic. Just seeing the chat just now. That is correct. There will not be any ESPN video. We have it here in the booth. So Saikon and Kump are able to commentate on what is happening out behind us. We will have the scores up because we will be scoring those matches from back here within the Waddle app. We should be starting here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. They are currently filming all of the segment information or segment videos and getting some of their B-roll and all that good stuff. So we will get started shortly. May be cutting in and out as we try to get everything set up completely.
Are we keeping the stream that's going live now? Going all the way through, or are we starting a new one?
This is it.
Okay. Just because that's posted on Instagram.
Yep.
So.
And there's already 6 people in the chat.
Yeah. What? I started I originally posted the link to the World Axe Throwing page. I'm like, wrong YouTube channel.
Yeah, and I have the wrong graphic up, but I can't change it now.
Yeah.
So let me move. Sorry. Oh, you're good. That there. This mic aux 2 down here, I think is the outside. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. This mic aux 2 down here, I think is the outside. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. That sounds fine. You guys should be good now. I guess it's live right now. Feel free to comment on whatever you see or stats or.
We're live on the feed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen to it out here. Make sure all the audio's good. So. Y'all need anything?
No, I'm good. Good. All right.
This
Are
computer.
these our mics?
Yeah, these are your mics here.
Okay. Let's see.
If you want to turn it up or down in your headphones,
Okay.
I'll use these two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did you split screened it?
Yeah, because I can't alt tab because it'll bring up this sheet on that one.
Gotcha.
So, you want to fix that real quick? Yeah. She is struggling.
Alrighty.
You want the whole score thing or just this box? Hit the alt key for me.
Do the whole alt.
And Anthony, if there's
Yeah, 'cause
delays in the
it'll-
camera, what do we? Is there ways to reset that? I apologize. You're already doing something.
No, you're
I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because that way we have
One
like
more
the throwers' names. and
One more time, I'm gonna
everything.
make it bigger. Oh, this video right here?
Yeah.
If you go down here to media source, properties, and I click OK, it'll refresh. So what you want to do, fix it from freezing?
Yeah, it was just a little slow. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a little slow. It's pulling a RTSP stream, which sucks balls.
All right, no worries. And then YouTube is right there. Alrighty. Oh, there's people watching. We hear but don't see. Okay, audio's good. What's going on? Audio is cutting in and out every few seconds.
Fix that. I was
You already fixed it?
and
Okay.
all that stuff, yeah.
All right, sounds good. Well, for those of you listening and no matches have started yet, you're not missing anything. Don't worry. How many people do we have watching? Are we able to see that? Let's see. Sure.
We don't have the numbers, we just chat. Morning, Mike. How you doing? How's everything down there in Texas? Hopefully you have power, have AC, and staying nice and cool in the hot Texas weather.
Yeah, Michael Dolan, unfortunately unable to be here this weekend. Too busy crunching league stats data, as far as I know.
We appreciate the work that you do, Mike.
Yeah.
We're here. As you can see, our first match for knife throwing finals is going to be Ben Fowler and Lucas Johnson. You guys may know Lucas, kind of under the radar. Guy doesn't pop up too much at tournaments nowadays, but every once in a while he seems to do pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty greedy. Lucas is going to be in 3 out of the 4 disciplines that we're going to be broadcasting today. Lucas making it in for knives, making it in for hatchet, and making it in for duels.
At least he left Big X for other people, so that was nice of him.
That was very kind of him. I'm not sure that he did it on purpose. I think he may have just gotten beat.
Teach their own.
Yeah. So to those of you at home, I mean, wow, what a beautiful setup we have for the throwing today. I mean, they have like brand new mats that are branded. There's lights flashing everywhere. There's smoke. There's lights.
Yeah.
There's lasers.
Honestly disorienting how many options we have for what's going on. I'm waiting for the giant goal light to come on. Sounds like we're getting started here now, finally. Possibly, maybe. We got people cheering.
Oh, Rander finally made it back on the ESPN right there.
Ooh. Count that as an ESPN appearance. Rander got a front row seat, live in the first thrower you see is going to be Rander on this broadcast, so tune in for that. I just want to give a quick shout out to Rob Leverance. Those of you who may not know, Rob Leverance, great thrower, legendary commentator, is so good at commentating live streams. Waddles asked him, and he is now doing commentary for ESPN right now.
Yeah, color commentary.
Huge, well-deserved honor. I'm really happy for him, and I think he's going to knock it out of the park. And
agreed.
Yeah, just want to give him a little shout out, and well-deserved for a great guy.
And one of the first guys in this sport to kind of like take the color commentary piece of like live stream commentary seriously. I think for a long time in this sport, the broadcasts, I don't want to call them broadcasts, but live streams we were doing, the commentary everyone was doing was a little more laid back and relaxed. And Rob really brought some professionalism and some insights that maybe were lacking for a while, and really cool to see him recognized for that, and being given the shot and the opportunity to do the color commentary on our ESPN broadcast. I think he's a great representative of the sport. I'm happy for him to do that. For everyone at home that can just see us and can't see the axe throwing or the knife throwing, it's still not happening yet. Don't worry. There's going to be a lot of dead air time. So for everyone at home, fill in the comments. We will talk about whatever, because there's going to be so much time in between knife throwing. For sure, we can't talk about knife throwing for that long. I don't know.
Hopefully, once these matches start, we will keep going. Knife throwing is pretty entertaining. As someone who had my first experience really throwing knives competitively this weekend, I got a chance to throw 2 matches. As you can tell from that, I went 0-2. But a nice breakup from kind of the monotony of axe throwing is. Yeah. So for those unfamiliar with the rules for the differences between throwing knives and throwing axes. So knives, instead of throwing one at a time and collecting and retrieving, you throw 3 knives, pause, they score it, you go up, then you throw 2, and then you step back for what was 10 feet for 1 rotation. Now you're throwing 2 rotation from at least 15 feet. You do the same thing. You throw 3 knives, you throw 2 knives. And I really find that throwing those 3 knives and going at the same bullseye is you have to adjust how the knives are thrown. I was talking to Lucas Johnson earlier, and he sometimes will flip around his knife and like intentionally try to over rotate to get a certain angle to get a good opportunity for a bullseye. And it's nice having the like in match strategy where you're kind of adjusting to what is going on with your throws, and kind of gives some room for strategy, which has been missing from the axe throwing game. So it's nice to have a knife kind of picking that up.
Yeah, agreed. I think I'm going to try to get back into it, in the late summer and fall here, throw some more knives. And
hopefully there's a venue in Exton or Phoenixville area would be really cool to start throwing knives. So
yeah, I don't know which one, but
hopefully just there's a coincidence that starts happening.
Let's see what we got in the comments here. Technical Kitty asking, you're from Chopper's venue in New Jersey, right, Mike? Yeah, Chopper's in New Jersey, and then originally a venue that doesn't have a name in Philadelphia. Look, there's me on the ESPN broadcast in the background. Wow, look at that.
Angry Jacks, too. Right now, you're primarily
I throw out of Angry Jacks. Yeah,
so.
Formerly Choppers in New Jersey, and for a while they weren't holding leagues. I think they might start holding leagues again.
Yeah, there's some rumors. You never threw Bury the Hatchet, right?
No, I never did.
Yeah,
no.
We can name them now because they're
back.
They're back. They're back.
Hey, Scott Gardner, good to see you. Well, can't see you, but good to see you commenting. All right,
yeah. So we are starting this broadcast. We are going up with Lucas Johnson and Ben Fowler. Both these throwers throwing the Blackhawk knives. A little controversial knives. You want to explain? You could probably explain the knife controversy, comparing them to like your traditional knives better.
Yeah, I like you setting me up to explain it as if it's controversial. So the Blackhawk knife looks, I'll call it like a scimitar or like a scimitar,
good
style. And where it gets its popularity is that you can kind of under rotate a little bit and kind of slice in with the blade a little more. And as long as you get the tip in there, you're going to get a lot more scoring area than some of the other knives. Some comments on what we're seeing right now. Ben Fowler's Blackhawks are very shiny. It looks like he may have taken a buffing wheel to them.
Yeah, I think he did a buffing wheel, and then Lucas Johnson, it's like a terracotta coating on his. I was throwing his.
Wait, did he actually put a different coating than was originally on them?
I'm not sure if he did or he got them.
Well, that's what I mean. Did somebody? Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, but it's very different than how they come. It felt really, really nice. He told me he was kind of questioning it, but he liked it. But yeah, to put it in perspective, like if you intentionally under rotate that, you can get the same coverage as most hatchets, and like whereas for most knives you're looking at about like 2 inches of coverage, and get close to like 4 inches is a huge advantage.
All right, we're getting our first throws here. Lucas goes 4, dead center bull, stepping to the left, possibly a 5.
4 or 5, and then
Ben Fowler looking at Benjamin. Looks about 4-4-4.
Might have a 5. Let's see what they call. Yep.
Lucas is going to be up 3 after our first 3 knives here. Lucas going 6-5-4. Benjamin going 4-4-4.
Yep. Not bad. 3 points. Still well within reach. What I found with knives is 1 rotation. You're just trying to kind of keep it within reach. 2 spin is really where kind of the difference is made, and the match is won or lost. Looks like a 4 and 5 to open up. 4 from Lucas, 5. Looks like another possible 4. Maybe another 4 from Ben.
So something to note here. Lucas, plenty of ESPN experience. Been on 3 broadcasts now.
4.
So this will be his 4th broadcast. Yeah. Benjamin is his first time under the bright lights. I want to see how this goes. You know, like if he's going to be nervous. He's sticking all of his axes so far. He's sticking all of his knives so far. But now we're stepping back to.
Ben's doing great.
We're stepping back to two spin. So
yeah, this will be the thing. I feel like it's tough too, being the first match on ESPN. Like we both had that experience. It's a little. I feel like extra nerves. The boards are brand new. They've been up for 3 days, and they're a little bit harder than some of the new boards you've been throwing on, especially for this competition where they've been cycling things in and out. So it takes a little bit of adjustment, but both guys seem to have settled in really well and throwing great.
So not a single drop yet.
Not a single drop.
If I was a betting man, I would have bet somebody would have dropped by now.
Looks like a bunch of 4s for Ben, maybe a 3 for Lucas.
We'll see. Benjamin's going to go 4-4-3. Lucas is going to go 6-4-3. And we're going to have Lucas by 4 going into our final 2 knives.
So we're going to see at least probably 1 kill shot from Ben. It's a little interesting. So kill shots in knives are open at all times. They do not need to be called. You can go for a kill shot, and if you miss, you get the points where you landed.
Interesting.
A little difference. I think it's kind of a middle ground because the kill shots are so much harder to hit in knives, especially from 2-spin. Ben stays down on the first and throws
Ben's
a 4.
going to throw a 4. Lucas 4. Ben's got to go kill.
He's got to go kill here. He's close.
He's very close. I think he might be just to the left.
Lucas throws a 4.
Lucas throws a 4.
So
I think that's at minimum tied.
Minimum tied. I think Ben is just a little bit, half inch to the left.
Oh,
yeah, 4 and a 1
Benjamin
from
missing.
Ben.
Hey, I tell you what, hell of an effort on that, though. I mean, he probably only missed that by less than a quarter of an inch. Just outside. What else we've got in the chat? Oh, okay. Michael Dolan saying he believes Kyle Durant customized Lucas's knives.
That would make sense.
I'm repping the Cascadia Axe shirt today. Totally a choice of knowing that I was going to be on video. Lucas Johnson drops his first knife. His career is over. Oh, it was only practice. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. He looks shook. Oh my gosh. I don't think anybody has as much of a not care face as Lucas. Lucas stepping way out to the left for the second knife. Both of them right around the bull in their first knives. Oh, Ben Fowler coming in strong. I think he just went 6-6. Third knife.
They didn't set up supposed to 3 did that.
No.
Oh, Lucas drops his third knife. Benjamin starting off hot with 6-6-5. Lucas going, I believe, 5-5 drop. They're going to measure how far the drop is from the board. About 5 feet. Okay, they're saying about 5 feet from the board it landed. Going in the knives 4 and 5. Benjamin up 6. Or up 7, excuse me. Benjamin going look like a 5-4. Lucas.
Alright, so we're having some technical. This is using the scoreboard for the next match. Some technical difficulties, so apologize. But just so you guys can keep track of
Could
the
you
score,
go
what's
back
going
and
on.
clear the other one?
No, we're trying.
Oh, okay.
Just for right now, so you guys can keep track of the score.
Yeah.
So
on the turn here, we're going to have Benjamin up by 7, 26-19. We're going to step back to the 15-foot line for the 2-spin. Benjamin looking really good in this round so far. Let's see if we can keep it up after they step back.
yeah.
Can you go back?
Lucas drops. Benjamin sticks. Benjamin with a 4. Lucas dropping. Lucas dropping his second knife over-rotated after dropping his first knife under-rotated. Lucas sticking his third. Benjamin hitting his own knife and dropping. Oh, man. Oh, it was such a good throw, too, but just collided with his own knife. And he had stepped out to the left to give himself space, but just hooked it in. He got greedy. He should have stayed in and just tried to throw a 4, but he tried to go back towards the bull. He's up by so many points. It's probably not going to matter, but Benjamin's going to be up by 11 going into the final 2 throws. I mean, I don't expect Lucas to come back in this round. I think we're going to see a third here.
Yeah, Ben basically just needs to stick 2 4s.
Yeah, I mean, up by 11.
Yeah, you need
not even 4s, but I mean, go for the 4 basically.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Aim at the bull and then just your second knife, throw it anywhere that isn't near your first one. Lucas
hits the first.
Smacking a kill. Are you
hits
kidding
the
me?
first.
Benjamin
Ben
with
hits
a
a
4.
so he just needs to stick a 2 or better, and he wins the round.
He
goes
sticks it
right
next to
after
his
the
other
knife.
Oh, so he's gonna win. But
That
Lucas trying to stick it in the
high.
same kill for for some fun.
Questionable decision making from Ben. I'm not sure.
He didn't mean to throw it at his own knife again. I know that.
I'm kind of interested there if Ben was just trying to throw for the bullseye, or
I think he was trying to throw to the right of where his first one had landed and just hooked it right back into the same spot again, right? Like,
that happens.
knife throwing is such a thing of trying to repeat the same motion that sometimes you're a little too good at repeating it and you put it exactly where the first one went, right? So we're going to see a third round here. Lucas Johnson, Benjamin Fowler. Lucas dropping on his practice throw. Benjamin, perfect stick. Interesting. I have never seen Lucas Johnson this shook in my life.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. See how it goes.
He's wiping his pants. He's kind of just looking. He's looking annoyed, which I agree. Anytime I drop knives, I get annoyed.
And just for a reminder for the viewers at home, since we're having technical difficulties, Ben Edgington is the score for Ben Fowler, and Travis is the score for Lucas Johnson. Pair of 5, a 5 from Lucas, maybe bull from Ben.
If you want, you can pull down the thing to cover
Bull
the
from
names
Lucas.
up. Maybe we can.
Nah, because then
You'll cover the score
yeah,
up. All right,
so
all
no.
right. I'm fine.
Well,
Ooh, okay. Lucas coming out hot after. Oh, and then Ben Fowler's.
This is some great throws right here. You can't see it, but Lucas had a bullseye and a left 5. He then slid over to the right and threw a bullseye from an angle. Great adjustment there. 6-6-5 from Lucas. 6-6-4-4 for Ben Fowler. 6-6-5 for Lucas. Takes a strong 3-point lead.
Yeah, I think that's. Yep.
Ben's examining. His second 4 was right on the edge.
Yeah, almost a 5.
Was thinking about a second opinion, decided against it.
Let's see what we get here.
Yeah. I think these are
Down 3,
two big throws.
It's so early. Yes, they are though. We need at least a 5-6 from Benjamin.
Ben needs to keep it.
He throws low. He throws a 3.
Lucas only throws a 4 though, so he only loses 1 point there. It's a mistake, but not a big one.
Benjamin getting it back with a 5.
Looks like a
Lucas might have thrown a bowl.
Right on that edge, right in that gap. Can't really see. Yes, it is touch rules. So Waddle at the beginning of the year. So 6-5, 5-3. So Lucas is taking a 5-point lead.
Now,
going in.
Last round, Lucas stepped back, and if I'm remembering right, went drop.
I honestly wasn't watching.
I think when he stepped back in the second round, he went drop to start from 2 spin from 15 feet.
Yeah. I think
so. Let's see how he does in this round.
The hardest throw in the match is the first 2 spin.
Yeah.
In the round, the first 2 spin is the hardest.
Benjamin
throw.
6-4.
6-4.
Lucas
not bad. Not great.
6-4. All right. Oh, he's 6-5. Maybe
another 4 from Ben.
Let's see what we see.
4 from
Lucas with a great throw.
Great zoom in too.
Oh,
I think
Benjamin
Ben has
might
a
have
6.
snuck in a 6 from.
That's gonna be close.
People are getting really
Looks
good at knife throwing.
They are. Lucas right on that edge of a 4 and 5.
Great grouping by Lucas. I mean, a tiny bit more rotation and less rotation in some throws, and he might have went 5-5-5 or thrown a couple 6s in there. So for Benjamin, we're gonna have 5-4-4. For Lucas, we're gonna have 6-4-4. And that is going to take the score to 42-35. Lucas is up by 7 in the final 2 throws. It looks like Lucas is going to end up taking this one, but let's see what happens here. We need Benjamin.
7-point lead here.
If I'm Benjamin, I kind of wait until Lucas throws his first one, and then I go kill. If I think that's kind of
exactly what he's doing. He's
like
standing back. He's waiting.
Lucas sticks at least 4.
Yeah, so Ben has no option here other than to go up. This is.
Let's see. Here it comes.
This is the round right here.
Oh!
Miss it.
I think he missed a little bit to the right. It was such a good throw.
So close.
And Lucas sticks another 4. That's going to do it.
Great throwing from Ben. Really great
throwing.
Man.
Oh,
come on. Oh, his first kill shot was just a little bit off to the right. His second kill shot was a little off to the left. He averaged a perfect kill shot on those 2 throws, but unfortunately neither of them counted.
Yeah.
That's tough, but that's great throwing. Tough, but great throwing. So Lucas Johnson is going to move on. He is going to play the winner of Travis Blank and Ben Edgington. I believe that'll be the next match coming up. But hats off to Ben Fowler. Threw lights out all day Friday to get to this point. Getting to ESPN is no small feat. And great accomplishment. Really happy for him. Great thrower. Great competitor. He actually got into knives, recovering from a foot injury. His like therapy was kind of throwing knives and kind of getting back into the sport.
Huh.
So I'm proud for him. He's put in a lot of work to get to this point, and it's a great moment. Hopefully we'll see him back here in the future in Worlds.
I think so. They're very well.
Yeah, great composure too. I was really, really impressed by his composure under the lights.
Did he? Maybe he had 1 drop. I don't even know if he did.
Yeah.
He may not have. No, maybe 1 drop. I don't know if he. Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, I'm never upset taking it down to 3 games. Going down 3, you win 1.
Exactly, yeah.
You still have a chance.
But unfortunate for our competitors today. It's a single elimination bracket here.
Hopefully that changes.
No second chances.
Hopefully that changes sometime in the future, but it's a byproduct. The ESPN time crunch.
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah.
But hopefully, I really like. How do you feel about the switch to the kind of post-production, not live?
Well, it gives us the opportunity to do some radio broadcasting, so
which is great.
That part's nice. I guess we'll see when the broadcast comes out if it's any different, or I don't know exactly, the details of the advantages it provided to the World Axe Throwing League. I think there were monetary considerations. I think it's a lot more expensive to go live, while it wasn't actually giving us anything, and I don't want to say it that way, but other than disappointing some of the people in the community that want to see the live ESPN broadcast, for the rest of the viewers out there, the general public, there's no difference, right? So like I think there was a significant monetary difference, so I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and I think what it allows for them to do is the last Bad Axe for Worlds was they just had they used the venue and they took down a couple lanes and they kind of had to fit it within the venue, versus now this year they rented out a space in the mall that we're at. They built a whole target. It's a beautiful setup. They have custom floor mats, custom wall. They have a whole bunch of bleachers, everyone on top. It's a really great setup and allows them to kind of put money into the setup and the overall experience, instead of just forcing that money into having to pay for the live broadcast. So I think it's a better use of resources to kind of improve the product all around. And so I'm hoping, because it really allows them to do a lot more background work, doing some interviews and kind of play by play and kind of introducing the throwers. And since if you run long, you can just cut some of that stuff, versus in the past, I feel like they planned for it on a certain time frame and they could have had time to add some stuff. So now you can kind of if we have a lot of extra time, we have a bunch of buffer stuff that we can do to highlight the throwers and put some things in there instead of just being oh, we're done.
Agreed.
Finished early.
Agreed. I think it's going to provide an overall better broadcast and better presentation. Yeah. And, will we just have to get used to it that we're not going to see the live broadcast? Yeah. Just get used to it, throwers. Yeah. Sorry. Instead, you get us.
Yeah, and so Scott Gardner, appreciate you commenting on the expenses to go live. We appreciate that first U.S. Open there at Ironside that was a lot of fun. That was one of my favorite experiences. Just like I love Ironside and the second floor balcony. It's probably one of my favorite tournaments because you can really see every match that's going on. Kind of hang back is a really cool experience for anyone out there who's never been to Ironside for their Ironside Open. I definitely highly recommend you check it out at least once. Small, a little smaller, a big venue, but smaller on the number of lanes. But just it was a great experience overall. And I mean, Scott and Lisa are just great people.
Agreed.
Too.
Yeah, I love that venue.
And Scott, I know you are talking about those touch scoring rules. So just kind of break that down. So beginning of the year, we had some rule changes for Waddle, or WKTL. The initial target for WKTL, we had 3 bullseyes. We had the standard bullseye, and then we had a high and a low bullseye. During the first year of knife throwing, they found that no one really went for the high or low bullseyes unless they didn't like the grouping, in which case they went high. And so I thought, it's kind of weird that we have these just to make it easier. And we want people challenging each other. So they eliminated the high and low bullseye. So now it's an identical target to the WATL target. But to accommodate that kind of change, they went to a touch scoring system where for WATL, you have to be breaking the paint, which means the edge in the board, you have to have paint on both sides of the axe for it to be good. For knife throwing, you only need to be paint on one side. So if you are touching the line where you have the paint on one side of the knife and then there's no paint on the other, for knife throwing, it's still good. So it's a little bit of a middle ground accommodation for the throwers. Is we're going to make it harder by eliminating the extra bullseyes, but we're going to make it a little bit easier to score that bullseye. So a good kind of middle ground for the throwers. So unfortunately, a little bummed right now. I hear the crowd cheering. I was kind of wondering what was going on.
Somebody was juggling knives.
Well, I saw a knife go flying in the air. We have Ben Edgington, who is an amazing juggler.
Do you think it was him?
It 100% was Ben.
You think so?
I was watching him throw. He was doing his little knife spin throw while he throws. So
that's a good way to stay loose.
I really hope they caught that on the broadcast because just see someone juggling knives on ESPN is probably pretty cool. I mean, he was juggling axes on Steve Harvey, so.
That is right. Yeah, I've never juggled axe. I lied. I have juggled axes. It's terrifying.
We have confirmation it was Ben juggling.
Is that person in the audience right now? Are they listening in their earphones to us and watching the live thing?
I was telling Hayden to do that, but mainly because I was just going to talk trash on how terrible of a dual thrower he is.
Oh, young Hayden.
So, spoilers for WATL. It is a rematch of last year's U.S. Open. I was petitioning hard because I know they have time constraints with ESPN. So I thought it would be nice because we already played this match last year. Just reuse the footage. Apparently, Hayden and Lucas didn't want to go with that. I'm not sure why, but I think they just wanted more ESPN time.
I think it might be because they lost.
They win enough. They got Worlds.
All right, we're gonna see some warm-up throws here from Travis Blank, your defending U.S. Open knife throwing champion.
Ben Edgington, a former world champion for hatchet.
Yeah, and a knife thrower long before the WKTL was introduced.
Yeah. Ben kind of took a little break from knife throwing or from axe throwing and was just throwing knives.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
And Travis was throwing knives before WKTL as well.
Pretty sure Travis was throwing knives before Waddle was a thing.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think I've done some online competitions that Travis was in knives. Are you going to show them throwing or just the scores? Jonathan, unfortunately, we aren't able to stream the actual video content that is owned by the ESPN. So we will only be able to provide you with commentary and scoring, and we just have to try to fill it in as we go. Benjamin Edgington just hitting another juggle as he warms up for this match. That's good. Ben. Stay loose. But man, what a tough matchup. I mean, these two guys could easily be the final of any knife throwing competition, and they're going to be playing in the quarterfinals here of the WKTL. Benjamin dropping in practice.
Yeah. So we got 2 throwers here, experienced ESPN throwers, experienced knife and axe throwers. How long do you think these guys practice a week?
I don't know. I mean, I bet they probably go and throw 2 to 3 times a week,
so
if I had to guess.
It's kind of interesting here. We have Travis Blank. He said practice about 30 minutes to an hour, 4 or 5 times a week.
All right, so I'm wrong.
And then you weren't too wrong. You weren't too wrong. And then we have Ben Edgington's response was not as much as people think. Honestly, probably not at all. So kind of interesting approach of 2 guys one who puts in a lot of work, a lot of practice, another guy just really kind of relies on his skill and like got to a point and just
trust yourself.
Yeah. So kind of interesting little
great
2 strategies and approaches.
Great groupings by both of our throwers so far.
This is going to be a great match. 5-5-4, 5-5-4.
So Benjamin Edgington throwing some Toros. And I got to look up the exact model name. I apologize to the viewers here. And Travis's knives. He's throwing stingers. No, I'm just kidding. He's not throwing the stingers anymore. I don't think anybody does.
I think the Lancelot.
The Lancelot, yes.
Yeah, so a nice thing with Travis is his knives, he actually has, I think it's like a acid etching on it, but it was a design that was drew by his daughter.
Aw.
So like I was trying to practice, like, oh, those things are beautiful. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, my daughter did this, and he was bragging. I think for his Crusaders, he's doing another one. Pair of 5s, both players.
And we're going to be tied at the turn, 24-24.
This is a match. When I saw this bracket, I was really upset that this was a first-round matchup. These are 2 guys who were favorites to win it, matched up in the first round of this bracket. I'm not sure how they did the bracket. I believe it was done by bullseye percentage to seed it.
Oh, wow, really?
But I think it might have been done, they seeded the A throwers are playing someone in B. Because I know Travis was an A winner.
Travis splitting a bull.
And Ben Edgington was in B. Ben dropped the bull. That was a dead center bullseye that
just
Ben
under-rotated. He kind of leaned forward too much, and he came back with a nice stick.
Looked like a pair of 4s. Unfortunate drop there, though. But he's still in it. Ben has a great kill shot. He has a great kill shot. Fun fact, Ben throws from about 20 feet back. Remember, the fault line is a 15 feet, so a big disadvantage to be throwing from that far back. We have 4-4 drop for Ben. And
Travis went 5-5-5 from 2-spin. That's
the goal.
Yeah.
Like,
you think.
But when you're throwing knives, like, bullseyes are nice, but you're just like, throw the 5. If you hit a bullseye, you're just like, you're aiming for that 5 and hoping to get it there. And it's like, you're happy with the 5. You're happy with the 5. The 5 is, I mean, I'm sure these guys are so good that they're like, oh, I want the bullseye, but
Travis is at 39. He just split it. He just split a 6. So
perfect bullseye.
Over 9 throws, he's averaging a 5.0
yeah.
per knife throw. That's ridiculous. How are you supposed to beat that?
Ben just a little low to the left, I think. I'm pretty sure.
But I think Travis might have just went bull.
He split bull.
This is ridiculous.
Ben hit the knife in the kill. Travis just walked away.
That's, you know what? Hey,
that was seriously
new round.
impressive.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, Travis last 2 throws goes 6-6.
He threw a 27 2-spin.
It's crazy.
Yeah. 27 2-spin. That was some really, really impressive throwing by Travis right there. His your 2-spin better than your 1-spin in that round. You're feeling pretty good. And he had a good scores 1-spin.
Wow. So in our warm-up throws, we get 1 throw between each round, or both of our throwers choosing to warm up on 2-spin. Interesting.
I get that.
Oh, yeah.
This is like,
viewers at home, what do you use your throw for? Your one practice throw between the rounds? Do you go 1-spin or 2-spin?
I think it depends on what you're feeling. I mean, 1-spin's like, I can't imagine you just don't have confidence to like just walk it up in 1-spin. But looks like Ben throws a low 4 on his first, bounces back with a bullseye.
And
looks like 2 4s. Looks like
Travis, I might have gone 4-4-4, but maybe
is gonna be
4-4-5.
interesting.
Let's see. Oh, definitely 1-5.
looks like 4-5.
We're gonna be
Oh.
tied. Tied after 3 at
I really
13.
thought Ben hit that ball, but no, I'm just a loser. A 5-4-4, 5-4-4. Jeez.
So notes on some throws here. Travis stands basically right at the 10-foot line, leans with his right foot, and almost kind of dartsy throw.
yeah.
Ben is standing probably closer to 12 feet, and his left foot forward, and is kind of doing the rock back and throw. More of like the, I don't want to call it traditional, but more of a style that a lot of knife throwers use. Maybe even a modified from that. I think a lot of like knife throwers that are doing, like 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3 rotation are kind of like a rock back with like their arm over their head and kind of coming forward. Ben kind of with a modified version of that where the knife doesn't come as high over his head.
So we have a 6-5 from Travis and a 6-4 from Ben. So Travis takes a 1-point lead here on the turn, going to 2-spin. And I was talking to Travis before WKTL started on Friday. He's in the process of modifying his knives and really trying to like thin out the knives and knock down the weight, and really try to allow himself to get as close to that fault line as possible, because it is just a huge advantage in axe throwing and knife throwing. The closer you are to the target, just the easier it is and the more margin for error you have in your throw. I think I was talking to Smith about axe throwing. He said like for every foot you move back, you lose like 10% in accuracy. So for Ben to be 4 or 5 feet behind where Travis is throwing is a huge disadvantage. It's not Ben can overcome it. He's a talented thrower, but it's an advantage for Travis in this competition being on the fault lines for his throws.
So at 10 feet back, you're 0% accuracy, right? Is that how? Just kidding. So we're going to have Travis up by 2 going into our final 2 throws. Travis leading the match 1-0. Let's see if Mr. Edgington waits for Travis to throw and bases his throw off of that.
Probably.
This is going to be... No, he doesn't. He throws a 4. Travis may have just split a 6.
It looks perfect.
Oh, Ben missing kill. So we're going to have Travis moving on. Wow. Brutal lineup there in the quarterfinals. Benjamin throwing great, but just running into, an absolute freight train in Travis Blank. The crowd cheering very loud. Travis hyping them up.
Good for Travis. And so we're going to have Travis and Lucas Johnson playing in our semifinal match coming up in a little bit. But right now we're going to have Dylan Teetz and Austin Brock coming up. I believe Dylan Teetz is A bracket and Austin is B bracket. Sorry. I believe Dylan Teetz went undefeated on Friday, and Austin lost the match. So pretty sure how they organized this bracket.
People who had lost versus
so they
people who
seeded
hadn't.
the top 4 throwers who are still in A bracket by bullseye percentage, and they seeded the 4 throwers in B bracket, and so they matched them up. So the highest in A bracket was playing the lowest bullseye percentage in from the B bracket throwers.
Interesting.
So, which I think is it's a good way to do it. I may also be completely wrong about that. So
All the viewers don't know that, so just make it up and keep going.
I make things up. People believe me.
Let's see what kind of comments we had. Ben was throwing the Muerto by Toro, and Travis was throwing Lancelot's. Is that correct? Yeah.
Or no, I think it's Barbarians.
No,
Yeah,
so
it was
never mind.
yeah.
Blank had Barbarians. Okay.
Sorry, sorry, Travis. I just remember they were beautiful. I forgot the style. Are they yelling Teetz?
I think they may be.
Yeah, Dylan Teetz, a crowd favorite. If you're not familiar with Dylan, great thrower, also just great person. It was really fun. Young kid.
He's a very pleasant guy.
Young kid, but just great attitude overall.
We're getting a zoom in on the Axe Throwing Insurance group here.
Great shout out Jenna too, cheering on crowd. Also, Dylan's fiance is behind them, so I'm not sure if they're showing the Axe Throwing Insurance or Dylan's fiance. Could be both. Kind of a little perfectly timed shot.
I don't think they're
right
on
there.
air at the moment. I think we're just seeing the kind of like side camera. Yeah.
Probably. The Axe Throwing Insurance people, they look very uncomfortable with the ESPN camera. Just
Yeah, it's
staring
been on there for
directly
like
in.
20 seconds at this point,
Yeah.
so now they're like, what do I do now? Yeah.
Like, what do I do with my hands?
Kind of like how we feel at this point. Billy Eckerlins, saying Austin has this, he can win it. I don't know. Maybe he will have it, maybe he won't. Dylan Teetz very nearly making the hatchet portion of the waddle side as well. Now it's getting very loud out there. Losing to Lucas Johnson in what was just a heater of a match. I forget how many overtime throws they had. It was something in the range of like...
So they went their first round. They went 5 overtimes. Lucas had just missed, and then the other rounds they didn't go overtime because Lucas had a 1-point lead, I believe, on hatchet. But they combined in that match for 20 of 21.
That's incredible.
On kill shots. Was just stupid.
Yeah,
just stupid.
That's why they're there and I'm not.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna have Austin throwing the scimitars.
The Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks. What do we have? What do we have Dylan throwing? I don't think anybody has thrown the knives that Dylan is throwing yet.
I believe Dylan might actually be Lancelot's. Let's see what he got.
That would sound right. So, just commentary on these knives. Like Dylan's knife, smaller.
The Phoenix. He's throwing the Phoenix.
Smaller, pointier tip. But that's it's gonna stick more often maybe when you're hitting the tip, but not as much scoring area. Austin has these Blackhawks that are just gonna provide a massive scoring area. But maybe they're not as easy to throw. Maybe, Dylan might just like the way that the Phoenix is feeling his hand, and it feeling right is more important than the scoring.
I was gonna point this out, but we had everyone fill out a bio. Austin, one of the questions, what are you most proud of? And Austin's first question is his 4-year-old child, just born, beautiful baby, and just says a lot. Your proudest moment is your daughter. Just flashed to ESPN. They were showing on the baby carriage bouncing back and forth. So just a cute little moment.
Yeah. I think I saw his kid. Yeah, getting wheeled around. That's awesome.
Sorry, baby boy. Sorry. Dylan
dropping his second.
It's fine. Only one. Austin with the
both
4.
throw. No, I don't know if Austin typically throws this hard. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. He's feeling it.
So Austin brought. He won knives at Riverbend.
Oh wow.
So he's another top thrower. Probably should be scoring this match. That was my bad.
Yeah, Dave, do your job. Do all of the work while I sit here. We're gonna have Austin up 15-9 after the first 3 throws here in our quarterfinal matchup. All right, Dylan looking to reset here and kind of just, he had the one drop. Otherwise, a 4 and a 5. He should be all right. Stay calm. See if you can get a couple 5s here. Might have went a little high into the 4. Austin a little low.
We're gonna get 5 and a 6 from Dylan.
Wow.
And might be a pair of 5s from Austin because he ricocheted off of the one knife. I'm not sure if that knocked him out. It knocked him into a 4. That's the tough part about knives. So a 4-4 from Dylan and a 5-4 from Austin.
And Dylan just high on those
Yeah.
4s.
Those knives are tough. It's so precise.
I
Like,
want to
you-
say he's at a disadvantage throwing them versus
You are.
having that pair of Blackhawks.
You are.
I gotta find me a set. If anybody has a set of Blackhawks that they want to sell, Mike Kump, please reach out to Mike Kump on Facebook or Instagram. Dylan looking like a 4 here.
Looks like
Austin,
a 5 from
yeah.
Austin.
He's got a commanding lead in this match, so
Yeah, Dylan lining up a kill shot already. Or not. He just moved super far to the left. Yeah, so I was actually warming up with Dylan, and he said for like kill shots, he aims up above the board,
yes.
expecting it to drop. I'm not sure if that's normal or not, but so we're moving in to throw 9 and 10 here. Dylan Teetz is down 10 to Austin, so he's basically locked into going double kill.
9.
9.
39-30. A couple of
Oh.
sticks from Austin and
Sorry, the 6x4.
call it over as long as Austin can stick a knife or two
Going
here.
9-2.
I mean,
Yeah.
Dylan would basically have to go kill. He's going to wait for Austin to throw here, see what happens.
It's a smart thing. Just make sure he sticks it. It's a 4, so now he's pretty much got to.
Yep. Dylan's going to take his time. See if he can get that kill. Oh, a little
Ooh.
low.
Good throw though.
Oh,
I think
he might have got it on the
smoked
second
the second one.
Maybe. He might even be high above it. There's so little blade on that knife. Did he get in?
Let's see.
Hit 2,
Hit
so
2.
not going to be enough, but maybe
So-
some good confidence going into the second round.
Yeah, I feel good. It feels good hitting that second one. So it's like, all right, cool, I got it. I hit it. You just could see Dylan did like a little shoulder shrug, kind of going off to the crowd. So
Yeah, he's always pretty relaxed. I mean,
yeah, he's a very relaxed thrower. Never really kind of takes himself too seriously, which is good. I like. Everyone has their own little style, and it's all about what makes you comfortable. Like some people, they need to be dialed in and focused, and some people just loosey goosey.
all right, we're going to go into throw number 1 here. Second round. Bach leads 1-0. Dylan,
And might be a bull right on that edge,
Austin low.
low.
Dylan
Ooh,
goes
Dylan,
at least
great.
5-5-5, maybe 5-5-6.
They're all right next to it. Beautiful bull from Dylan. Slides over to the right, give himself a better angle on this last throw. Oh, he hit.
Austin
Did he knock them
sending
both?
sparks. No, he just dropped that one.
Just
but
dropped the one. All right.
He is sending sparks.
It came in hard, and I saw stuff flying. I wasn't sure.
carnage here in Minneapolis.
6-4 drop. 6-6-5 from Dylan.
That's
Huge swing to start the second round. Dylan looking for a second opinion. He's calling
he's calling
second
for a
opinion.
second. He thinks he went 6-6-6.
He wants the 6-6-6.
Roger Melendez coming over, giving a look.
Ooh, it looks good.
Oh. Still a 5.
I can't tell, but I disagree. I
I just decided that I disagree. Yeah. We couldn't even see it, but we
I
don't
want the
care.
perfect game.
Yeah.
Oh.
A perfect game. Could you imagine somebody threw a 64?
I was talking to Ben Edgington about it, and it's gonna happen in league because a lot of people will go kill on 1 and 2.
Yeah, and you just get
But
more opportunities.
In a tournament, someone eventually will hit a double kill 64, and it will be the wildest thing.
Well, that's a great point to bring up, Dave. I believe last year in the U.S. Open, Travis Blank may have thrown a 62 against me, hitting kill from 2-spin on the final 2 throws.
That's pretty ignorant.
I think he did. I'm almost positive he threw a 62 on me in a tournament.
So we have a 6-5 from Dylan and a 5-4 from Austin. Great 28 from Dylan.
Yeah.
Huge start. Huge
Over
start.
a 5.0 average, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.6 average on his first 5 knives. It's going to give you a big advantage when you step back to 2-spin. And that's what you want.
Nerd alert.
And then he
He dropped.
rotates.
This is back. It is
And
in a
Austin,
bowl, maybe a 5.
I think
a double. No.
Dylan drops. He's trying to figure out, why do I suck? He's got the rosin bag out. There's a Storm-branded rosin bag. Bowling rosin.
Oh, my heart just broke.
Oh, and then he over-rotates but sticks into a 4. We're going to have a really interesting match.
Oh, my heart
Because
just...
we may be very close to tied up here.
I think we're more than tied up. I think Austin...
I think you're
this
bad
is
at
a
math.
huge switch.
No, it's going to be about tied up. We've got 4 for Dylan. 6-4-4. Which is going to take us to Austin up 1 point going into the final 2 throws.
Like I
He
said,
was down 9
A
points.
huge swing.
Yeah, just, it's still going to be about time. 33-32, Austin
right.
Bach. Final 2 throws. Teetz is
Let's go, Teetz. Come on, bounce back. You got this.
going to try to keep it together here.
Come on. You got this, man. I want, let's go round 3. I'm not cheering against Austin, but I want round 3. Everyone wants round 3.
A high
high
3 for Dylan.
See what he does. He waits.
Austin with a 4. He's down 2 now. He needs to. That's not going to do it. Another 3. As long as Austin sticks this, he's going to take the match. And he does.
Beautiful
And he throws a
bullseye.
bowl.
Heartbreaking end for Dylan. Heartbreaking Dylan. Great throwing by Austin. A well-deserved win.
Yeah,
Well-deserved win.
I agree.
But just, that's heartbreaking
He's
for
looking
Dylan
good.
to go down like that. Great throwing by our competitors. Just tough moment for Dylan there. But great experience for him being on ESPN for the first time. But really happy for both those throwers. Great job for Austin. Congrats moving on. He's going to be playing the winner of Dustin Wildman and Brett Williamson.
Yeah.
2 great throwers there. So going to be excited to see what's going on. And good job, Dylan. Proud of you.
Yeah, you had a good
Be
career.
happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Have fun in retirement.
Yeah.
Is that how this works?
You're now washed up.
Is he? He's done, right? He's not allowed to do another tournament after this?
I mean, he can if he wants.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
I believe for knives, we are going to be doing a 3rd place match as well.
Ooh.
I'm not sure how that's going to work. Just letting the people know. We're going to be figuring that out on the fly.
And thankfully, we won't be figuring out anything. Not going to be our
Well,
responsibility.
I'm going to be having to figure out how we're scoring this and showing it. But
Did Austin cut himself? Is that what he was showing? He was pointing to his hand and wrist.
that's a
And I'm
game
not
changer.
sure.
That's a game changer.
Was that what he was pointing at, or was he pointing at something else?
I wasn't watching, but if he just cut himself,
If he nicked
He won.
himself, that's it. That's
He
a
won.
W.
He won.
For those of you listeners at home, I'll tell you one thing that is proven true in our years in the sport, and 4 years here, and like 17 years for Dave, however long he's been axe throwing.
well, when you factor in practice, about 20.
Yeah, at least 10,000 hours in his first 5 months. So when someone gets a cut leading into whether it's a playoffs, a tournament, anything, it's basically a guaranteed win. It has to happen, serendipitously. It has to happen naturally. You can't just, give yourself a cut just to make yourself win. But if you accidentally cut yourself and give yourself a little nick going into it, you almost always win.
Yeah, it needs to be via like a knife or an axe.
Yeah.
To what you're throwing, because at Worlds I cut myself going into ESPN walking through a cactus, and obviously because it was Worlds I did not win. So like it doesn't apply to just being cut. It has to be by the implement. It doesn't have to be your own. It could be someone else's. Usually it's someone else's. But
Wow, I didn't know that, Dave.
yeah, I was like, oh, I'll take the shortcut like through the bush, and I forgot like, hey, in Arizona bushes are like prickly and sharp.
They didn't invite us losers, the doubles teams, the duels teams, out into the desert with y'all.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we were supposed to do interviews, and they never even talked to us today. So
Aw,
redheaded stepchild,
aw, sad.
which is a shame because I think duels is of the axe disciplines, I think duels is the most exciting.
I agree. And at this point, it's the only one I'm okay at. So I'm going to have to double agree.
It's a shame because Big Axe, they expanded it last minute to include 4 people. In duels, they kept it at 2 teams.
Yeah.
I know. I was talking to Mike Morton about it, and they were just too concerned with the time, and they really kind of had to switch between Big Axe and duels.
Yeah.
And they knew Big Axe they can run quickly and keep
That's
that
fair.
2-hour limit.
That's
and
fair.
if I'm being honest, duels you weren't going to be able to do that. But
That's fine.
it's just a shame because you guys, you and Will and the Kingsmen, and then us and Lucas and Hayden would have been just an amazing broadcast. We're talking about duels and how it's overlooked.
Oh, way overlooked. I don't even think they're
We got a guest from Lucas Johnson. How you feeling, Lucas? You want to come in? You feeling good? Travis here. You guys want to do a little shout out real quick?
Sick drops.
A little shout out on the broadcast?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and you want to get interviewed?
Shout all up to my family. Let's go.
Travis
Talking about
Travis
your
Blank
daughter
joining
doing
us
the
as well.
Design on the
Oh,
knives.
awesome. No worries.
I like that this guy made
Travis.
me, when he got up there and threw, it made it look like there was like an amateur division and then the pro
He's so
division.
good.
I can't wait to throw against him in a second.
It wasn't yo. Can you try to hit like 32 spin? 27 is just like weak.
I'll try.
Travis, is it true? Travis, where's he at? Did you hit a 62 against me last year?
58.
A 58. A 58 with the original
We're going to
stingers.
put up a 59 against Brett Williamson.
Scott said his high score is a 59.
Thank you.
That's crazy. Yeah, Lucas Johnson and Travis Blank kind of.
That was a fun moment.
Yeah, leaning in as they, I think, take a little break, getting ready, warmed up for their semifinals. So we're going to have our final quarterfinal match here of this first round. It's going to be Brett Williamson versus Dustin Wellman.
We got Dustin Wildman.
Yeah, people may know Dustin Wellman for his axe handles and the axes he hangs.
There's like 1 or 2 people throwing those.
What's that? You want to? Okay.
Hey, I don't want. Are we allowed to say this? Lucas actually just informed us that he actually plans to beat Travis.
Bold take.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Wow.
I'm not sure if that strategy is going to pay off, but usually I try to lose. So.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at it.
So in our first 3 knives here, Dustin's going to stick all 3. Brett with 1 drop. I think it was a collision. No worries. We're going to have Dustin up 13-9. Everyone's cheery. Everyone's feeling good. These are 2 really, really nice guys. Dustin in long socks and shorts. Brett with short socks. We'll see how that affects us.
I think I kind of underestimated. It's starting to get some popularity here with throwers because ESPN, we're locked into the jerseys. Don't have much variation, but the sock game is completely unregulated market right now.
Yeah,
So I think we're starting to see some like sponsors on the socks, cool designs on the socks. So I think something I want to kind of see grow. So we got a 6-4 from Dustin and a 5-5 from Brett. I flipped the scores and then I messed them up even more.
So Dustin's going to be up
I'm just gonna have these
23-19.
Yeah, I have these backwards. I'm not gonna bother going through and changing them.
Yeah, so for those of you listening, just know that
Apologies.
Dustin's actually up by 4, not Brett.
Yeah.
But
You're in trouble then.
oh, great throw by Dustin there. 2 sticks, all around here for our throwers as they step back to 15.
Ooh.
Dustin Wellman looked like he just smacked a 6 in his final.
So Dustin Wildman is throwing the Barbarians, or not
The Blackhawks.
the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Is Williamson also throwing the Blackhawks?
No.
What was Ben's last 2 throws on the last match with Lucas?
I honestly don't know.
I remember you said about missed kills. You just never keyed him in.
It was like a 1 or 2.
Alrighty. So we're going to go into our final 2 throws of this first round. Brett Williamson's going to be down 8. Dustin up 39-31. Brett's going to wait to see what Dustin does, and he sticks at least a 4. I think it was a 5. Brett's going to go kill.
Over rotated the killer.
Oh,
right
and Dustin
dropped.
Wellman, I think hitting a 6 there on the final throw.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Dustin Wellman is throwing the Blackhawks that he definitely modified a fair bit. Really trying to change the profile on the tip of the Blackhawks to give him like a better landing zone coverage. I believe he also adjusted the handle a little bit. After Friday, when I just was terrible, he let me throw his and just bullseye kill, and it was 100% how good his knives are.
Wow.
So a great axe maker and well versed with power tools, and you can tell he kind of gives himself that advantage here in knives. A lot of throwers kind of modifying their stuff, but his were really kind of perfect throwers, and he was talking about modifying them even more, so we're gonna see what they do.
All right, we're going to step up for our first knives of the second round. Dustin Wellman up 1-0. Dustin's going to split a 6. Williamson a little low in the 4. Another 4 for Williamson.
Travis and Edgington.
Yeah.
3 sticks. Let's see what our
Travis.
scores come out to be as the judges step up. Oh, we have some further inspection.
Ooh, this is right on that line.
I think we're going to have a 4-4-5. Yep. We've got 6-4-4 and 5-4-4.
Yeah.
Dustin Wellman's going to be up 1 point going into our throws number 4 and 5 from one rotation.
Knives will be washed. I'll fix it in post. But I fixed all of the stuff.
Okay.
Oh, a little over rotated there for Brett. Dustin a little high. Final throw from one rotation, and I think Dustin may have hit a bull
Looks like a bull
to
from
further
Dustin.
his lead a couple points, and trying to get out in front and
Oh,
get
no,
a
that's
lead.
a 5.
Oh,
That's a 5.
Yeah, I think he may have hit his own knife possibly.
5-4, 5-4. So we got a 1 point game.
1 point
at the third.
game. Pretty good.
This is anyone's game right now. Going into 2 spin.
I'm just gonna say this.
Sorry, need anything?
Oh, good.
Good? Well, thanks, fellas.
I'm gonna say this. Dustin's knives stepping back to 2 spin are just a huge advantage.
Yeah.
The
And he's one of-
Blackhawks are heavier, at the tip, and just seem to be just sinking into the board more consistently for the throwers than some of the other knives they're using.
Okay.
Dustin with a 4.
4.
Brett possibly the 5.
Right on
May have
that
tied it
line.
up.
Right on that line. Definite 4 from Dustin again.
Let's see. Brett
I think that's a 6.
with a 6.
That looks
His
6.
first 2 knives are
Another
beautiful.
4 from Dustin.
All right, just stick this, Brett. Keep
Come
it
on.
in the 4.
Split it
at
right down the
least.
middle. Oh,
And he drops it. He
He
just
pulled
yanked
that.
it.
He pulled that super far to the left. I'm not sure if he was trying to miss a little left and overcompensated or what happened there. But that just did not look comfortable. So
Wow.
but it's a 4-4-4 from Dustin, so that drop doesn't hurt him too much. It's a pair of 5s.
3 point lead for
Wow.
Dustin going into the final throw.
I cannot score
And,
these matches. Right?
If Brett was able to stick that in the 4, he goes into the final 2 throws with a 1 point lead.
Yeah. But
Instead,
still,
he's going to be down 3.
still well within reach. Bullseyes are not guaranteed.
Let's see. We got to wait to see what Wellman
Dustin
does
just threw
here.
3 4s, so see what he does here.
Throws a 5. Williamson. Let's see.
I think he's gonna stay down here.
He's a
4. And a 4
And a
from
4.
a 4. So
He needs to kill the tie.
Kill the tie. Oh, he misses it just to the right.
Dustin Wellman's going to take this.
It's those 2 spin drops. It's the second match where you had someone who should have had the lead but had the drop on 2 spin.
Yeah.
It's extremely difficult. I think the matches are won and lost on the 2 spin. And the last 2 matches with Brett and Dylan kind of really showed that and highlighted it. And that's what I was told coming into. Everyone was like, if you're consistently always sticking your 2 spins, you're going to have a really good chance. Unfortunately, I went against people who also did that. But it just shows is 2 spin is where the knife game right now is really won or lost.
And for your semifinals, we're through our quarterfinal matches. Your semifinal lineups are going to be Lucas Johnson versus Travis Blank and Austin Bach versus Dustin Wellman. I mean, all 4 throwers throwing heat in their quarterfinal matches. This is setting up to be some fun time here. And with that, I think I'm going to take a very, very brief break, and I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm by myself. I'm sorry, people. This is not how it's supposed to go. Me by myself. This was my one stipulation for doing this was I would not be left alone because I have no idea what to do now. So, help me out in the chat. All right, we're trying to pull it up. I think our next match is going to be Lucas Johnson versus Travis Blank. 2 great throwers, 2 great guys. You saw him pop in here earlier on the chat a little bit. Oh, favorite food? I'm too fat to have a favorite food, but this morning a place right down the street, Hen House Eatery, I want to say. I had a omelet from them that was omelet stuffed with hash browns, caramelized onions, sausage, and they had hollandaise sauce on top, which was one of the best breakfasts I've ever had. So I'm going to go with that. So Hen House here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you're ever in the town, 10 out of 10. I had a chicken fried steak from them on Friday. So great people there. The wait staff were really nice. Highly recommend them to everyone. Cheesesteak. Don't go to Pat's and Geno's. They're tourist traps. My favorite is Cleaver's. It's a little bit more of a upscale type of cheesesteak. They're in Center City. There's John's Roast Pork. It's probably my favorite traditional. Little off the radar place. There's a Italian pizza shop. I believe Little Italy 2 in South Philadelphia, that they have a chicken curry cheesesteak, which is just, it sounds weird, but it is absolutely amazing. They sell that with some marsala fries, and it is just top notch. So it's not a cheesesteak, it's a chicken cheesesteak, but it's really, really good if you want to like really go out there and get something adventurous. Kump is back. I'm trying to figure out the bracket here.
Yeah, and I think we're kind of in a little bit of a commercial break, on the broadcast, so nothing going on as far as action goes. Seems like everyone's got a little bit of a break, and the good thing here, right, we're no longer a completely live ESPN broadcast, so it kind of gives them time to do a little bit longer breaks and kind of just make sure they're ready and set up for everything and not having to rush and hit exact timings. So you might see a little bit longer delays between the matches today as opposed to previously on broadcasts, but it's for the betterment of the overall presentation. So good stuff. So everyone at home, send in some comments, questions, whatever you want to talk about. Did you answer Dolan when he asked when we're coming to visit Austin?
Unfortunately, I can't make it down there for the tournament that I think is happening in Austin at the end of September. I think I'm going to be in Toronto.
An unnamed tournament, yeah.
Which is a shame because I really want to go down. I've never been to Austin, and I've always wanted to visit. So unfortunately, going to have to wait for that.
I think I'll be able to get down there for that one, but we'll see.
That'll be a fun one. So I'm hoping this bracket should now be right as a best of 3. It is. Okay, so now I have to actually care about scoring these and getting everything right, because these stats will actually be mattered for the throwers.
Oh.
A lot of pressure that I am not comfortable with.
Yeah. Alrighty. Still nothing going on broadcast-wise. I don't know when this match is going to come up. Wish I could give you more info, but we're not cool enough to be kept in the know.
That's definitely true for me.
No, but we're going to have Lucas Johnson and Travis Blank coming up at some point here.
all around. Two of my favorite guys to just hang out with at axe throwing tournaments. Good night, nice guys.
Yeah, longtime members of the community at this point. I mean, I remember meeting Lucas Johnson at his first tournament ever in Ironside 2020. Yeah. In which he came out and threw way above expectation.
Sounds about right for Lucas. I like Travis too. They're a big family guy. So a lot of times with tournaments, he'll bring his kids.
Yeah.
I know when Keystone, he was talking about like in Philly, and they were really trying to spend like a couple days taking his kids like throughout Philly and kind of showing them some of the historical sites. And it's nice seeing him trying to use this axe throwing as a experience for like his whole family, getting them to see different parts of the country. And
yeah, they did some like tours of like downtown and the old city area, where I don't know if everyone knows, but it's kind of where the nation started. Yeah, I don't know. That's where they created America, 1776. No, yeah, Philadelphia. I think well regarded as the coolest city in the country. Nobody can ever disagree. I think everyone would agree. I don't think anyone would say any other city.
We're not the
cooler.
coolest, but we're the birthplace of freedom.
Yeah, yeah. That is what we were brainwashed to think. So, still nothing as far as matches happening, but they should be coming up pretty soon.
I want to point out the stats sheet that I'm looking at. It's like lifetime stats for knives, for hatchet, for big axe, and it's just U.S. Open stats for duels. Oh wait, I gotta give a special shout out here. Yeah, the Lucas Johnson and Hayden Brown. You want to guess what their bullseye percentage is for duels?
I don't know.
Yeah, guess.
Is it a nice percentage?
It is a nice percentage, 69% on the nose. And me and Vin 60.9. So not as nice,
not as good,
but still kind of nice.
What are the kill shots?
We're close. We're at 67%. They're at 73%. We would have been higher if we didn't go 1 for 6 against you guys in the A semis.
And it still worked out for you.
Well, yeah, because you guys also went 1 for 6.
That sounds about right.
That was the ugliest duels match I've ever seen either of us through, and we threw them together.
I've never been more disappointed in my performance in my life. Alrighty. A little bit of downtime here. I apologize. There's like 5 hours of broadcasting to do.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I wonder if Rob had to go to the bathroom. I want to partly blame it on that.
They don't do this for Worlds. I personally like watching it live. Mike, you may just be tuning in. If you missed kind of the posts on Facebook and some of the things that have been explained earlier, they're kind of switching it up now. Previous broadcasts were live on ESPN or ESPN 3, the
3.
2 or 3, depending. Some were 2, some were the online 3.
I think they were always live on 3 and then ESPN 2 later in 8.
That's what I thought as well. Yeah. No longer doing that for a few reasons. One, it's a lot more expensive to do the completely live broadcast, and then 2, as far as production value goes, when you're doing it completely live, you have to hit all your spots and have everything completely ready and packets gone, and there's no cutting and editing and all of the nice little things that you can do to kind of clean up the production. So with all those things considered, they've decided to do the, film it and then be able to edit it and clean things up and get in all the interviews and get in all the B-roll and nice pieces that they can and have a great product to present to the general audience. As much as it's a little disappointing for those in the throwing community to not be able to watch it live and they're going to see the results before they see the actual final ESPN broadcast, it's going to actually present a lot better to the general viewers who aren't yet in the community, but hopefully they will be, right? Present it well enough and make it look good enough, and maybe that'll get some people to come out to venues around the country.
Oh, hopefully. Speaking of Worlds, someone in the group chat I saw, you could have Worlds anywhere in the country. Where would you pick Worlds to be?
Oh, wow. Somewhere that I want to go, I would think.
Yeah. And being in December, I'd want it somewhere
somewhere hot.
Southern.
Yeah.
I'd actually like Nashville. Never been. I feel like Nashville would be a fun spot. Selfishly, I want Eastern Coast, so it's a cheaper flight.
Yeah, we are selfish people.
But like,
Do it at Disneyland.
When it was, like,
Disney World.
Arizona was nice.
Yeah.
But
They should do it at
we'll, like,
they should do it
someplace
Orlando, Florida. Do it at Disney World.
Disney World would be great.
The preview of the throwers coming in can be them like riding rides.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I think we might be like a couple years away from that, but like,
oh, okay.
I mean, because if we do Axe Worlds at Disney World, I want it to be done right. I want to be doing the rides with Mickey Mouse and just going crazy. $1 million broadcast. Complete waste of money, but lifetime experiences for everyone involved. Lucas Johnson, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, owns and operates Murfreesboro. Back-to-back dual world champion.
Yeah.
Only person to defend a world champion for a world championship.
Period. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like we're actually gonna have this match coming up soon because we've got the bio and stats on Lucas coming up. So
interesting thing
Let's see what
I noticed looking at the stats. So Lucas Johnson, 23% bullseye accuracy for his career in knives. Travis Blank, 21.7%. For this weekend, Lucas is at 26.7 and Travis is at 21.3. So Travis is throwing slightly worse than average, but like about the same. And Lucas throwing just a little bit better. So kind of interesting there that Lucas like stepping up his game under the tournament pressure, whereas like Travis is just like same old day, same old story. Kind of a little interesting thing in attitudes of the throwers, maybe.
yeah, and it all depends on how people's league nights are, and you know how they kind of. I don't know. Sometimes people just let loose, you know, don't necessarily throw their best, and I don't know. I don't think stats always tell the whole story.
Yeah, I just thought it was like a interesting little thing.
It makes sense. It tracks for me. Lucas is definitely somebody who just kind of steps up and does better under the bright lights, and that's not to say that Travis doesn't. I think just Travis is amazingly consistent all the time.
Yeah, Dylan Teetz a shout out. He went from 18% career to 25%.
This weekend?
Yeah, almost
Wow.
40% increase. That's an impressive jump. We got watching Evan talking about probably the history WKTL.
Yeah,
Kind of wish I could hear that.
we could, but we have headphones on.
But even so, it'll turn down. Iowa would be fun. Just what's the winter like in Iowa? So we don't throw Waddle at Choppers right now. There's talks of the Choppers is trying to renew their Waddle membership, but right now we throw at Angry Jacks. So Choppers is the only venue that has a dual affiliation. So they have a very unique contract, is my understanding of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So, because no other venues have tried and they've since changed it, but since Choppers had already established it, there wasn't really a avenue to like force them into not doing it. But it's kind of a shame, in my opinion. I understand why they don't want Waddle venues affiliated with other organizations. I understand it from a perspective, but as a thrower, like being able to throw more different disciplines and styles just makes you throwers and brings more people into the sport.
Agreed.
I wish it wasn't, and like I know I was like talking to like Ben Edgington, and like they wish they had stuff. So, but the community all comes around. I realize I'm probably gonna get yelled at by Mike Morin, so sorry, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not any part of this conversation. I think David should be kicked out of the sport.
I'm just answering questions in the chat. Blame the chat.
I thought we were about to get a match, and then we didn't. All right, so we're still waiting for Travis and Lucas to throw here, but they're not even in the arena yet. What else we got?
I really hope to win duels for the sake of just that duels trophy is just awesome.
Cool. Maybe I would have hit a kill shot yesterday if I knew how cool the trophy was.
I'm more upset about not realizing Big Axe is a belt.
Big Axe is a belt.
Those of you who don't follow around the bracket, I was A finals in Big Axe. Great position to make ESPN in the finals, and just absolutely fell apart. And that's kind of an understatement, I would say. And it was like I was okay with it because like Austin Lukey, I think he's gonna have an amazing moment on ESPN, being from Minneapolis and friends and family here. And Mirasol is just a better Big Axe thrower than I am. So like 2 matches, like I'm perfectly okay to lose. But then I found out there was a belt, and that cut deep.
It's a pretty cool belt. I don't really get jealous of like, I don't know, much in the sport, but cool trophies do make me pretty jealous. They do make me want to start being good at axe throwing again. All right, we're still waiting here. I'm gonna have to go out there, tell them to move it along.
Yeah, Mike, I think
speed it up.
I think this might qualify as my dumb thing that I do on an ESPN broadcast.
Is what?
Make it 6 for 6. Talk about stuff I shouldn't.
This isn't ESPN broadcast. This is a YouTube broadcast.
I'm just trying to get credit for something before the broadcast starts, and I do something stupid.
Oh yeah, don't worry, Dave. You got plenty of time to do it on the real broadcast.
All right. Gonna just make sure it sticks this time with Ben.
Let's see. How did Alan Warford place in the event? I have no idea. You look it up. Why do I have to look it up? You think I know how many? Was there 64 people in the tournament? I don't know where people finished.
Yeah. I can barely figure out where I finished in a tournament. Oh.
Dave, I think you tied for. Oh, how many people do? Oh no! Wait, of a 64 double elimination, 16 will lose 0-2. So 64 minus 16.
48th.
Tied 48th. Or 49th. Tied
Yeah.
49th. Yeah. Hey, you finished 49th out of 64.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
pretty
no,
good.
I will
Yeah.
definitely say I was like, oh, yeah, finished 49th. That's what shout.
You gonna shout something out?
I was going to, and then I realized I probably shouldn't.
Okay, then don't. What else we got going on here? Not much going on in the chat.
But yeah, definitely stop by Choppers. They're fun guys.
Oh, yeah,
Say hi
from
to
the area.
Kevin Bradley. He's always a good guy. A good time. Joey the Hat too, if they're doing something funny. I would recommend Thursday. They do a beer league where they just $25 spin the wheel, and that's what you're throwing for the night. So could be throwing shovels, could be throwing 9-foot or 9-inch hatchets that are impossible to land one spin, yet somehow Kevin Bradley does it.
Interesting. I've never been there for that night. Yeah.
Yeah, they have some like crazy stuff. Underhand, ambidextrous, fun league.
Those are things I like.
Yeah, it's nice to see that venue that they're just like, hey, people come in and just we're gonna have a night that's just strictly drink beer and have fun. I don't even think they do. Like, I'm not even sure they do a playoffs.
I don't know that they do, because I don't think there's actual registration for the. It's kind of just a show up any night. Yeah. Everything's that night is like, is what it is. Its own mini tournament every night.
Axe throwing in Vegas is just not a good idea. It would be a lot of fun. It just is not a good idea.
Yeah, I don't.
Worlds in Vegas, could you just imagine? I think someone would die. Very high likelihood someone would die.
I think it would be the highest likelihood of someone not showing up for the broadcast.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching so Formula 1 next year, they're doing a race at night in Vegas, and like they were interviewing some of the drivers, and they were all expressing great relief that there's a delay in the schedule for that race, and they were like, yeah, if you had this like back to back, like people would be missing flights and there would be a lot of issues.
It makes sense.
Oh yeah, we were definitely losing someone.
Any of y'all going out to Timber Beast? I think Dave is.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I don't think I'll be able to make it.
Actually, I'm coming down from Canada.
Wow.
So it'll be interesting how that. Unfortunately, like there's not very many waddle venues in the Greater Toronto area. So I was talking with Ben McDonald though. So he far shot. I think it's about an hour drive. So I won't be able to be making practice every day like I normally do, but I should be able to at least get my I'm not getting 3 to 4 hours a day, but I might be able to get like 1 or 2 in practice. So hopefully it won't mess up my practice schedule.
Maybe you can do
too
some
much.
air practicing.
Moving in. A little ghost practice, I can try that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ghost practicing, I start throwing too many bullseyes, and I
Oh.
get confident, and then when I get back to a real target, it's like, oh wait, I'm not actually that good.
Huh. All right, it looks like we might actually potentially
people cheering.
maybe be getting a match.
Oh, nice! Their first tournament. My advice for your first tournament: go up and introduce yourself to as many throwers as you can, and just have conversations with them, because we're all really, really nice guys, and we love having conversations with throwers who are just starting out in their game and their experience, and kind of giving you tips and advice, kind of what we've learned. And then it's always a great feeling when you talk to someone and just about your throw, and they're like, oh yeah, I started doing this because you said this, and the next tournament they're so they've made a huge leap in their game. Is just a really great feeling to see. And I feel without a doubt, almost every thrower who goes to their first tournament comes back significantly better.
Always. All right, so we're actually getting a segment here of Mike Villabaum showing Nikki Knight how to throw knives. And there's her sticking. Very
Sure,
cool.
I'm almost positive this was filmed earlier in the day.
It was filmed
Yeah.
earlier, yeah. But, okay, there we go. There's an example, right? They filmed that content earlier, and we're able to kind of plug it in here.
Yeah.
And that's going to help them with, kind of just, presenting, a better product
Yeah.
overall. I as much as I would love for us to, still do the live to ESPN broadcast, I do think this gives us, more opportunity to just really make something that's worth watching, and a better product, and hopefully help expand and grow the sport. I think it will be good overall. But with that said, so the feed that we get here in the radio booth is, I guess, how ESPN is kind of pushing around their broadcast. So we can't really tell if there's a match coming up, because we're back to just being a target board here.
Yeah, so we just kind of have the live camera feed. It's nice. We have the overlay from it. I was a little worried that we were just getting the feed and not being able to see the scores and stuff, it was just a recipe for disaster.
That was going to be terrible, yeah.
I'm glad that's not the case. Yeah, Mike, I agree. It's going to be much better to watch. We're trying our best. Try to keep it entertaining. So I was told specifically by a couple people, just don't make it story time. Well, you tune in to watch a match, and they're just talking about their favorite movie, and not even commentating on what's going on. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, it's they're up by 2 final acts.
Oh, for us not to do that?
Yeah, I mean, we do it a little bit, but we're still keeping the focus.
Yeah,
on
once the matches start, I'm going to talk about the match.
Yeah.
But we've been, bordering on a half hour now since a match. So, what time is it? Oh, he's got his.
It's
computer.
about 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Yeah. So I'm kind of curious what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure,
This is just weird.
because I am hearing the crowd. So this is an interesting thing. What the video feed we have does not necessarily match the mics that we have out in the crowd.
Yeah, I am pretty sure Anthony's keeping track of this.
Yeah.
So if they were throwing and we're just randomly talking, I'm pretty sure someone would come back and
Someone
be
would come back idiots.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I think there's gonna be.
Probably a few more minutes here. Yeah, something's happening.
Yeah,
there.
I heard a drop.
Yeah. Maybe they're having some fluffers throw. I don't know. Some board fluffers. Yeah, you go check. I'll keep everyone entertained here. Why don't we talk about politics? No, kidding. So those of you watching the stream, we have completed our quarterfinals. Travis Blank and Lucas Johnson moved on from their first quarterfinal matches, and will be playing each other in the semifinals here. And it looks like they're taking their warm-up throws. Yeah, it looks like they're giving them at least 3. Okay. They sat for a while. It's pretty fair to give them a couple throws, warm up. This is going to be a heck of a match. Lucas and Travis both throwing great in their first match. Lucas with a couple drops, notably from the 15-foot from 2 rotation. Travis just absolute machine on every throw of his first match, frankly. And he's your defending U.S. Open champion. Crowd getting lit up. We're going to start this one off.
I just had to run, and I am not
Low
happy
throw
about
from
it.
Travis. Lucas right down the middle for a bull.
I am very upset right
Lucas
now.
possibly 6'6". Travis, nice bull on his third throw. Lucas, third throw. Tries to come in all the way from the left. I don't think he gets in. He's only going to have a 4 there, but let's see what these scores come out as. Lucas is coming up here. Bull 5-4. Oh, bull 5-5. And a 6-5-3 for Travis. We're going to have Lucas up by 2 points, I believe. 16-14 going into throws 4 and 5 of this first round.
This is just classic. Something's going on, and you're just like, wait. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go check it. And, like, the moment you leave, everything returns to normal.
Yeah. We did it. You going to leave made the match start.
And then I had to run. And I'm not happy.
All right. Oh, some nice
5, maybe
some nice
6.
throws on our fourth by both. Thrower? And,
Ooh,
all right.
might be a 4 from
We're
Lucas.
getting warmed up. Let's see. Oh, these are going to start getting tough to judge. 6-5 for Lucas. 6-5 for Travis. Lucas is going to take a 2-point lead. On the turn, going back to 15 feet, the 2-spin.
I wish these stats had the 4 percentage.
The floor percentage.
No, 4.
Oh.
Because it has bullseye only.
Yeah.
And, like,
I would like to know how
5
often.
and 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a big difference of, like, you're hitting bullseye 20% versus 25%. But if it's 25% and then 4, like, a bunch too, it kind of balances out.
Yeah. Travis smoking both of his first 2 knives.
Lucas, I think, is trying to hold Travis's
might have
hand.
went 4-4. They were very close together standing there.
Lucas was pushing lane sovereignty.
Travis,
there.
it looked like purposely went a little high to not collide with his other knives to get a 4, and it looks like we're gonna have 6-5-4 for Travis. Let's see how it comes out in the official scoring. We might have a tie game. If anything, actually, Travis might be up one. Here we go. 5-4-4 for Lucas. So we're going to be tied at 40.
Yeah.
Final 2 knives.
throws,
Come on.
tied.
Game 1. Let's see if
I wish you could go kill shot here.
Let's see if there's a little bit of strategy. You know what?
can't.
They don't want to because
It's the
old
school waddle.
style rules,
old
right? If somebody
style.
threw low and hit a 2 and the other one hit a 1.
And, like,
yeah.
hatchet back in the day, like, I was okay with that, but, like, knives, throwing a 2 is real easy.
Yeah.
Look at-
Travis is going to go high for a 4. Lucas may have chopped in at a 5. It's hard to tell from the
It's
shadows.
gonna be close.
Here we go. Lucas stepping to the right to get an angle, and he goes low.
4.
Travis
Travis drills the 6.
I think Travis is going to take
Travis
this first
takes
round.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
It's
takes it. It doesn't matter.
It's 1 or
yeah.
2. It's 1 or 2. Either
Yeah,
way.
either way,
Travis
he's going to
takes
take it. I mean, wow.
That is just the mind space of a competitor right there by Travis. Throw 10, knows it's either tied or he's down by 1, steps up and just drills a or close to perfect bullseye. Just that tells you everything you need to know about Travis. Pressure on, and just steps up and drills it.
Man, so that first round coming down to the final throw. And in practice, Travis may have just hit a kill shot. Yeah.
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 Of course he did. We're going to step up for our second round. Travis Blank up 1-0 in this semifinal versus two-time duels world champion Lucas Johnson.
We'll say I was kind of hoping for who sucks less.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Or overtime. I'm not sure if we're...
Would that be the first time that's happened on a broadcast?
For knife throwing? I don't know.
I don't know. I think so, but I'm not
It's
positive.
like 4-4-6 maybe for Travis.
Oh, Lucas is going to smack a bull in his third throw of this second round. And I think we're going to have 6-4-4 for Travis. Let's see. Lucas is going to be up by 2 going into throws 4 and 5.
4-4-6, 6-6-4.
And Lucas, throwing the Blackhawks that just they hit like a brick right into the board and they sink and give you some very nice blade coverage.
He's not taking advantage.
No,
of the purposeful
no.
under rotation, which I think that's my issue with the Blackhawks is if you see someone purposefully trying to do the under rotation, I think is against the spirit of it. But if you're trying to land like flat like a normal knife and like it happens, then it's like, okay, I'm not gonna be.
So to give some commentary what we just saw, Travis went a little low, showed a little bit of frustration, then went high, both fours. Lucas goes, just beautiful throws, 6-6 to now take a commanding 6-point lead, stepping back to 2 spin. Biggest thing for Lucas here, stick the knives. Don't drop. You're up by 6. Keep it simple. Just get him in the board. Let's see what we get on throw number 6. This first throw from the turn, big.
28.
He's got a big lead.
I think that's our highest 5 throws score.
And Lucas hits at least a 5.
Oh yeah. Travis putting on that pressure.
He might have went bull.
Bull from Lucas, answering that pressure. Lucas is stepping to the right, trying to give himself a better angle.
And he turned
his
knife.
His axe. He's going to try to over-rotate this axe, give him some extra,
Whoa,
and he drills
and he puts it into the bowl. That was ridiculous.
Watch this broadcast. Have it tuned to the second round of Lucas versus Travis.
He's hyped up
for some of the best knife throwing you will see. A 6.65 from Lucas, 6.55 from Travis. The second judge had to pause and wait for the crowd so she could give the call. That is how hyped up the crowd is at what Lucas just did.
And by me saying Lucas was hyped up, he showed zero emotion. He just looked
smiled.
Pleasant.
He smiled.
Generally pleasant. Like, yeah, I am pretty good at this. Whatever. Per usual.
7-point game now.
But stick the knife.
I heard Lucas talking about that is with the Blackhawks is he'll flip it around to try to give him a better angle sometime. And that's the thing.
Like it worked out.
And that's the thing that axe throwing is missing is like he adapted to the situation on the board, and like that to me is what I really enjoyed in my very limited knife throwing experience this weekend. Is it kind of forces you to do that.
So Lucas hitting a 5. Travis gonna step up for the kill. He's gonna miss right. This is gonna be Lucas's match. He's basically out of reach at this point. Lucas, no, just getting good practice in. Hits another 5. It's over. I think Travis might have went three rotation.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised Lucas didn't go kill there.
It's
out of reach.
I don't know that he realized it was out of reach.
That's fair.
He may just be like staying in the zone, not trying to get out of it at all, and
I don't know the final score there. 6-5-1.
It might have just been a 1 for Travis, and then a 5. Or was it 6-5 or 5-5 for Lucas?
I don't know the final score.
Yeah, regardless, we're going into
these stats matter, but
yeah, going into the third round, tied 1-1. Lucas Johnson, Travis Blank.
Micah Dolan, you're awesome. Love you. Ooh, Lucas with a drop in practice. I'm not sure how that's going to affect the confidence. Also kind of looked like a football, too.
I think he may have done that in practice of his previous match as well.
Low 4 from Travis. Possible bullseye.
Travis coming back with a bullseye, I think. Lucas, low 3.
Drop from Travis.
Travis colliding on his knives.
The 3 keeps them in it from though.
Oh,
looks like a 5 from Lucas. He looks like it ricocheted off of the bullseye and into the 5, which happens. Good throw.
Clarence asking how much time is remaining. We have 5 minutes to finish the whole broadcast. If not, I am declared the WKTL champion.
Sounds about right.
It's not a time limit thing. We have this semifinal to finish up, this third round, and then we have another semifinal, and then our finals. Winner of this goes on to the finals. Lucas Johnson up 14-9, throws 4 and 5 coming up.
Yeah. To be determined if there's a third place match. I heard there was, but it's not on the schedule, so
Lucas Johnson opening up throw 4 with a bull.
A
And
bull
then
and
stepping to the right
pasta.
for another bull, I think. It's very close.
It might be touching. It might be a touch bowl.
And Travis with some good throws. I think he's
Looks
going to have
like-
a 5 and 6, possibly.
Ooh.
6-5,
6-5.
6-5. So Lucas is going to stay up 5 points going into the turn. That's a big
He's looking
lead to
at
get
it.
back.
He's looking-
He's going to
he's
call
calling
it
a
a second.
He's calling a second.
Oh, that's tough.
It is right on that line.
Oh.
It would 100% be out in axes, but because knives were touch, it's a lot. She calls it a 5 very quick. Very quick. He shrugs. Lucas shrugs. I think that means he agrees.
Yeah, I mean, he's up 5 points. Don't think about it too long. Just get your focus in on sticking these knives. The quickest way for this one to turn around is a drop.
I think you have that sometimes. Like people they disagree with the call, or they have it like you can't see the bullseye, but then you pull the axe and it's like
Yeah.
it was in. And it's like
Travis
now you're in your
opens
head.
up with a 5.
4
Lucas
from Lucas.
just a tiny bit low.
Still a good throw though.
Oh, Travis a tiny bit low now into the 4. Lucas bull.
Ooh, beautiful throw
He's
from
feeling
Lucas.
Travis. Oh, it's such a good throw, but I think it's a 5.
I think it's just to the left.
Lucas
Lucas-
bull.
Ooh,
Wow.
under rotation, but perfect.
Wow. I think he's going to be up even more than 5 going into
Yeah.
these final 2 throws. I think we're going to see a new U.S. Open WKTL champion.
It's
Not
looking
from this
like
match,
it.
but if Travis loses, we're obviously going to see a new one because he's the defending champion.
Yeah, it's looking Lucas Johnson a commanding 7-point lead. So Travis was probably gonna let him throw first. First axe from Lucas.
Knife.
4 or better. Like
Let's see. Stick it to win it, essentially. And he sticks a 4.
4.
Yep. Travis.
Travis.
He's really just getting focused.
He knows he needs it.
Oh, he's going to let Lucas throw both knives. Lucas goes
4,
5, which puts it out of reach. No,
No, it's a 9.
no, it's
he needs
exactly.
double
He
kill
needs double
ties.
kill to tie.
He hits one.
Oh
He hits one.
my God!
He hits one. Let's go, Travis. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh,
no! He hit it!
Oh, he
He
was
hit it!
under rotated.
He
Under
hit it!
rotated.
Oh!
Wow.
He hit that.
He hit.
that
He
was
either hit
dead
it or he
center.
was just to the left of it.
That was dead center.
Just
That's
under rotated.
second kill shot.
Wow.
Dead center. Just under rotated and a drop.
Wow. Lucas
Oh.
Johnson going to move on to the finals. What an incredible effort by Travis Blank at the end there. That was, wow. And composure by Lucas to at least
That
hit a
was-
5 on his final knife to make sure he couldn't be beat with 2 kills because that almost happened. That was amazing.
Oh, great. What an effort by Travis right there. I know
mean-
I know that dropped and didn't count. But that was
wow.
that was the most impressive mental performance, composure to calm himself.
I mean,
And-
that could have been a final
And
itself.
the thing you have to account for too is he's under a clock now. Because
Oh.
there is a clock that he has to throw 2 knives in.
Oh.
So normally you'll see people they'll throw the first one so that you at least have the one out of the way so you're not rushed.
Right.
But he had to rush those through 2 kills.
Right.
And
Otherwise,
he
we
threw
called on a
he
fault.
threw 2 almost perfect kill shots. He hit the second one, just didn't stick to the board. Was that deserved overtime.
Yeah.
That effort deserved overtime. Travis, my props. I got nothing but props for what I just saw. I know it didn't work out, but
That was pretty amazing.
that was impressive, Travis.
Shoo. Well, we've got one of our finalists, Lucas
So
Johnson.
Lucas Johnson, we're guaranteed a new U.S. Open champion for knives. I mean, Travis gave it his all to defend his title.
Yeah.
Lucas did a great job throwing. Gave him a chance there at the end, and Travis almost capitalized. I can't speak enough how impressed I am.
Yeah.
That effort by Travis. Just
I mean, did he
You'll-
give him a chance, or did Travis almost get 16 points and 2 knives? You know, like there's
well, 5-5 puts it out of reach.
that's fair, but 5-5 is a lot to ask for from 2 rotation,
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm just saying.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But like to see if you watch this broadcast when it airs, you'll see Travis while Lucas is throwing, just eyes closed, face down. Like I want head face towards the ground, and you could just see. I want to know what his internal dialogue was, what he was saying to himself, but just putting himself in the zone, and he did what he needed to do. Like you can't hang your hat on that.
Yeah, and he'll be back.
Yeah. I mean, he proved why he won the U.S. Open last year and why he's regarded as one of the best knife throwers in WKTL right there. It's not just the skill, but it is the composure in those high-pressure moments that separate the good throwers from the champion throwers. And he showed why he's a champion thrower right there.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, single elimination, we won't be able to see him back. I mean, that was it. But
Yeah, that's the heartbreaking part about the single elimination ESPN format is that effort deserved a second chance.
yeah,
It's
I agree.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, there's kind of only so many different ways you can.
It's the same thing with last year's U.S. Open when you had Philibom and Smith. I think Philibom knocked out Smith 64-63, and it's like, how does that
Brutal.
end? It's like you just any other tournament, Smith's probably coming back from B and given a chance at redemption, and it's just I feel like we're robbed of some great matches. But hats off to Travis. It is what it is. The format's what it is, and Lucas. I'm not surprised to see Lucas in the finals. I'll say that much.
No,
He's one of the best throwers. He's, in my opinion, he is the best.
He's the hottest thrower in the sport
right
now.
At
Period.
this moment,
I don't think
he
it's
is the
even.
best. All three. I think there's an argument. I don't think there's an argument that he is the best all-around thrower in the sport. I think there is an argument that he is the best individual thrower in each discipline of the sport.
Wow.
Maybe a hot take. I think Big X is the Hatchet. We'll see what happens later today. I know he didn't make it for Big X. He was real close. He lost to John Depke, who made it on ESPN for Big X. Knocked out to he lost to Vin and Depke, both. Oh no, he didn't lose to Depke. I forget who knocked him out.
I'm not sure.
I think Wellman.
Yeah.
And Big X. Oh no. No, it was Depke. Right?
I don't know,
Yeah, two people make it in Big X.
Well,
Yeah, he lost to Vin and Depke, the two guys who made it out of the bracket in ESPN and Big
that
X.
makes sense.
And like I didn't get a chance to watch the Depke match because I was practicing because I love practice.
Mhm.
But his match against Vin they were both throwing straight fire. So like, I think like he is just amazing thrower. I know the pick'em brackets, the Tyler Flynn is. I never pick Lucas just because it's bad game theory. But he's by far and away the most popular pick, I'm pretty sure, for every discipline.
Yeah, he's been on absolute fire this year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Keystone, when he won all three events, was just insane.
it's been a while since someone has been that dominant, just overall in the sport.
I don't think we've ever seen someone that dominant.
I can't disagree. Yeah.
Because even back in like the early 2019, like when you were on your hot streak, it was you, me, Sam Carter. Like I think you had a dominance of like top 4 throwers, kind of always being in everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like we traded the victories around for the tournaments. There was never one person like winning all the tournaments.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna queue up. We got our next match coming up over here. I hope it's just as good as that one. We got Austin Bach.
I hope so as well.
Dustin Wildman.
I think
great throwers, great people.
I think they're going to line up well with their throwing styles in those quarterfinals. I think it's going to create a good semifinal match here.
Yeah.
Both throwing the Blackhawks. I don't want to say similar throwing styles, but I think a little bit more direct and forceful of throws than some of our other competitors. Especially Austin. He throws with authority.
Nicholas, I appreciate you picking me second. I actually did a good job this weekend, so it wasn't a terrible pick, but it's not a smart pick to usually pick me to do well across all three disciplines. I usually do terribly in at least one, historically. But I appreciate the confidence.
It looks like we're going to get some warm-up throws here from our competitors.
Oh, yeah. Worlds for knives, I think, is going to be absolutely insane because we're still in a very early stage of knives, and especially now introducing the whole Toro lineup. There's going to be a lot more options, and I think the jump you're going to see in the next 4 or 5 months is going to be huge. Especially because, like, the first U.S. Open, no one knew what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one really knew what we were doing. We just lost the feed.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right, we're back. Okay.
We're good. We're good. Don't worry, everyone at home.
Mild panic. It's fine.
Okay, they're going to be filming their cut back from commercial and into the match here. Yeah, we got Austin Bach, Dustin Wildman. Austin Bach, 33 years old, out of Benton Harbor, Michigan. Owns and operates Lumberjacks Urban Ave. He has a 4-month-old who was born on St. Patrick's Day. My dad born on St. Patrick's Day. It's the reason my middle name is Patrick.
It's my half birthday.
Is it?
Yeah. Dustin Wildman, 47. Battle Creek, Missouri.
Hi, kids. We all good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
We're going to get our
Yeah.
first throws here. Looks like a bull
Yeah.
start.
Bull start. 4 from Dustin there.
Okay.
Dustin might be a 5. Looks like there's a board change going on.
Ooh, Dustin barely sticking his third knife, but it
Yeah.
stays in there. Austin Bach stepping way out to the right for his third knife and gets it into the bull.
Dustin
possibly?
throws with a lot of force and speed. It's kind of interesting.
I wonder if Austin was able to step way out there and actually get that back into the bull. 6.65. 6.54. So we're going to have Austin up 2, I believe. Yeah, going in the throws 4 and 5 here. 2-point match.
See, interesting kind of just demeanors. Austin kind of jumping up and down, getting some of that like nervous energy out, versus like Dustin's just calm, no emotion whatsoever.
As he splits a bull.
Yeah, just you got
As Austin splits a bull. All right, bull start on throw 4 here. Oh,
like a
Wellman a
4.
little low. Leaned over and
Yeah,
kind of like lost his
I was gonna
balance.
say it looked like he leaned down there.
Austin, throw 5. Oh,
It goes
a little
high.
too much
A
energy.
little too energy, doesn't give it enough time. Under rotates it high. He knows what he did.
But it looks like on the turn he's going to maintain that 2-point lead.
5-4.
Oh, 5-4
Dustin
for
missed
Dustin.
it.
So it's going to be a 3-point lead going into throw number 6 here for Austin Bach.
Still well within reach for
Oh,
Dustin.
yeah.
3-point lead is nothing. when it
Anything
comes
can
to
happen in
two-spin.
two-spin. Yeah. All right. So interesting note, you guys aren't able to see what we're seeing. Let's see where these gentlemen' feet are. Both of them are kind of probably back around 17 to 18 feet. Austin under rotating. And what's an under rotation for everyone at home? When you threw it too hard and didn't give it time
And
to
Dustin
rotate.
gives it back.
Yeah, just absolutely responding with an under rotation of his own. These guys got to calm down and get back to the normal. Under rotate again for Austin Bach.
I think Austin thought he over rotated and moved up.
That he is closer now. Oh, does he? I'm almost positive he had under rotated. Let's see this third throw. And he sticks it low for a 3-ish. Or no, it's not going to be a 4. Touches the...
No.
No, it's still a 3.
Yeah,
He has to be
3.
into the...
Looks like 5-3 though. So
We're going to have Dustin up
5-4.
2, right? Dustin up 1. Going into 9 and 10. Let's see how they exactly score it. Oh, they have it tied up. 33-33.
Wow.
Oh, I'm a little. Oh, 33-30. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. They corrected their score. Yeah, Dustin up by 3. I got very confused.
I was very confused too.
Dustin sticking a 5 on his throw number 9 and a 4 on throw number 10. Yeah, we're gonna need a kill to even. Yeah, kill to win.
Kill to win, yeah.
Austin.
Oh,
just to the right. Ooh, misses by about 3/4 of an inch. Good attempt to take the round there, but Dustin Wellman's going to be up 1-0 on Austin Bach in this best of 3.
Good round. I'm gonna imagine double rotation practice. It's gonna be my guess.
I would think so. I would think for this practice throw between rounds that if I'm Austin Bach, I'm taking it from 2 rotation
No,
as
they
he
do
steps
one.
right up to 1
They
rotation.
do 1. Dustin steps back to 2. Austin does 1.
Interesting.
This is going to be interesting moving forward as they go through this next round. Dustin wants a practice kill. I think that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah. I'm very curious about the strategy there, and maybe for Austin, it's just getting back to the 1 rotation throw and having the opportunity to switch back between 2 and 1, and not wanting to come into the second round not warmed up on his 1 spin. Let's see what these guys come out with.
It's been interesting to see the warm up throw kind of strategy for these guys.
Yeah, we're gonna have 4-4 to start.
Like
Wellman low again, another 4. Austin,
beautiful 6.
throw number 3. Wellman,
great grouping, just low.
oh,
Ooh. Austin, maybe a 5, maybe a 4. Depends how much of that tip is in the board.
let's see what we get on these scores. First 3 throws of the second round.
6-4-4, 6-5-4.
Austin
1
by
point
1.
lead. Yeah. Dustin Wildman calling Austin over, asking if he wants to look at it.
Okay.
I think good sportsmanship
Yeah.
there. I think something I like to see. The top throwers is like they know if it's questionable. Kind of check with your opponent, just like let them know. Ooh, an all 2 rotation rec league. That sounds fun.
All right, Dustin Wellman and
Ooh.
Austin looks like both hitting a bull on throw number 4. Both stepping out to the side.
Not sure about the rotation on Dustin's. It might be
Yeah,
a
it might be
little
too
high.
high.
4 for Dustin's second throw. Austin stepped far to the right.
Oh.
High 4. Kind of rushed it a little.
his feet
overthought it.
kind of lifted up, and he kind of just came up a little too high, too much energy on his fifth throw there. But he is going to go 6-4, and he's going to take a 2-point lead. Yeah, at the turn, 25-23.
This is going to be a very crucial first throw because on the turn last time he dropped.
Yep.
So this is going to be a very crucial confidence throw right here.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Austin stepping back. Is he gonna get this 2 rotation back on this first throw?
4 from Dustin Lowe. He looks back towards the crowd. Not sure if someone said something. Beautiful throw from Austin. Can't quite tell if it's a 6, but it's close.
I'm pretty sure it is. I think
It's
he made us look
close.
really stupid and just split a 6.
Like I said, it was an important throw.
Oh,
Dustin drops, dances across the other knives. He shrugs it off. He knows he's up with 1 game.
And you can actually see Lucas Johnson in the crowd look at Dustin and tell him not to worry about it.
That's a nice
as he
catch.
dropped there, yeah.
That's a nice catch. It looks like a 3 from Austin too. Looks like a
But he's gonna
4-3.
He's gonna take quite a lead into the final 2 throws here, as he looks to tie this match up down around.
I do think sometimes these judges are saying 4. So for those of you who don't know what I just meant, what I just said is instead of calling a drop, they'll say floor instead. This is a little like funny thing. There's a time and place for that. It has to be like know the moment,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I think that's something I saw a lot with the judges this weekend was like they seem to vibe really well with the matches. So
I agree. And
high 4 from Austin there.
yeah, throws 9 and 10. Austin
So,
throwing a 4.
Dustin probably going
Wellman
up.
going up.
Over rotates.
Under.
Yeah.
Misses. This one's out of reach essentially at this point. He may as well just go for another kill. He's gonna miss. So we're gonna go to a third round. Austin Bach, Dustin Wellman. One of these men's going to move on to the finals against Lucas Johnson. And we've got one round to see who it's going to be.
Yeah, the judges, I think it's nice when the judges are like understanding the energy of the match, because there are so many different throwers. And it's like some judges, like the same judge who like one of the throwers would be like super serious and like are being respectful, and then for like duels, like people are goofing around more and the judges are like having fun with the throwers.
Yeah.
And it makes the match better. It just feels more natural.
And here we are. We just took our practice throws. Tied 1-1. Dustin Wellman, Austin Bach, winner. Moves on to the finals for the U.S. Open WKTL Championship.
Really curious to see how this one goes.
Dustin opens with a 5. Austin throw number 1. 5.
Start.
Wellman moves to the left. But misses to the right. He throws another 5. Austin looks a little to the right with a 5. Wellman possibly cuts it back in, but it looks like he might have gone 5-5-5. Austin, throw number 3. Talking to himself.
4.
Comes up high. His feet came up high again. He's getting jumpy in his energy a little bit. But still a good throw. I'm not sorry for painting it bad for those at home. But
yeah, it's better than most of normal person throws. 5-4-4.
They're showing Wellman down 1?
Yeah. I guess just the rotation on the knives.
Interesting.
That looked completely different to us.
That's... I don't think that's right.
I mean, she scored it right.
5-4-4. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That looked completely different.
Wow. Okay, we're idiots. Yeah, throw us four number 5.
Knives are very skinny. It's hard to see just what tip. These are new boards, which makes it a little bit more difficult.
Let's see what we got. Dustin a little under-rotated on both of his first 2 throws.
Yeah,
the one
that might be the issue there. Ooh, looks like a 4 and a 5 maybe from Austin.
Yeah, Wellman, would have had 6-5, but just was under-rotated, and they were high into the 4. Austin going 5-4. He's going to take a 2-point lead at the turn here. 23-21.
Still super close. Anything can happen here.
The rubber match. 5 throws remain to see who's going to make it into the finals. U.S. Open. Both men getting lined up, finding their space. Getting your distance correct and getting your feet in the right spot is absolutely crucial in knife throwing. Wellman sticking to the left.
Looks like a 4. Looks like a 4 from Austin.
Dead center, but high for Austin. Wellman. Good grouping, but neither of them looks to be a 5. Austin with a 3, I think. And Wellman sticking all 3 of them very close to each other.
Looks like 1-5.
1-5, and then
like
2
1.
in the black paint of the 4.
That 3 is going to be crucial. That last throw from Austin
is...
looks like the cross into the 4, but it is right across the line.
Yeah, Wellman's grouping there on his 6, 7, and 8 are very good. Just unfortunately a tiny bit off on the accuracy. I'm sorry. Yes, his precision was good. His accuracy was not.
4-4-3 from Austin. 5-4-4 from Dustin.
And what does that give us, Dave?
We are tied going into throw 9. I think it's an interesting point too, because Dustin's grouping being together versus Austin gives me a little bit more confidence in Dustin right now, because he's throwing his throw correctly. He's doing one thing, but versus Austin, it's kind of all scattered.
Yep.
Which tells me it's.
But all it takes is one good throw to split a 6. Here we go. Throw number 9. 2 throws left. They're thrown.
No.
Drop from Dustin Wellman.
4.
Austin Bach sticks a 4.
Dustin's going to wait.
Dustin has to wait. He needs Austin to throw a 4. If Austin Bach throws a 5, this match is going to be out of reach.
I hate these drops.
Austin Bach. Cocks back. Here's the throw. It's a 4. Kill shot to tie.
Come on, tie it up.
Kill
Let's go.
shot
Let's
to
go.
tie. Dustin Wellman.
Let's go, Dustin.
Throw number 10.
Hit this.
Oh, low left.
Throws a 2.
Austin Bach is going to move on to play Lucas Johnson for the 2022 WKTL U.S. Championship.
Just want one who sucks. I want one overtime.
Maybe in the finals.
Austin survives, moves on. Great match. Down to the very last throw. That's exactly what you want. Back-to-back semifinals coming down to a final throw kill shot. Whew. Doesn't get closer than that.
These are exciting.
Doesn't get closer. The crowd chanting.
I am enjoying watching this.
I'm not sure if they were chanting Dustin, encouraging him on for a great performance, or chanting Austin for him winning. One of the two. Very similar names in the chant. Couldn't quite tell.
Those of you watching, hashtag Team Lucas or hashtag Team Austin, your finals, 2022 U.S. Open WKTL Championship, Lucas Johnson versus Austin Bach.
That's
and
good.
it's starting right now. Just kidding. Now we have a break. But
So, interesting question in the chat was coming up. Is any tips on keeping composure, clear mind while throwing? And
Sure.
Don't say just get belligerently drunk.
I don't know what you're talking about, David. No, so yeah, and we have a break here, so I think this is a good time to kind of expand on some topics. We don't have to cut back in with commentary of a match.
Time out
So
real quick. Just Scott Gardner pointed out this is a repeat of the Riverbend finals.
of course it
Austin
is.
versus Lucas.
I knew that.
So, I didn't know that.
I'm kidding. I didn't know that. So when it comes to keeping a clear mind, you have to think about how you can do that, right? And one of the ways is by setting up a routine. And I for sure haven't read the book, but I think I'm sure Ryan, Smith talks about this in his book, and I think him and I have interestingly similar takes on it, despite never talking to each other about it. Where you're trying to build a routine, and you want to just be able to repeat that routine, and part of that routine is steps and kind of triggers that help you reset and refocus. And you it may be once your foot places down in a certain spot that your routine starts, and you decide that you're no longer going to think about the context of what's going on, the situation, the whatever. You've already picked what you're going to throw at. You're like, all right, I've called kill shot. I know what I have to do. Now I'm just going to try to repeat the thing that I've done a million times in practice. And how you do that is by building a routine. And you say, okay, my foot goes here, my axe goes here, I go up like this, I breathe like this, whatever it is. And that's what you're going through. You're never trying to think about, this big situation, this yada, yada, yada. The idea of the pressure and all of that is something that's created in your mind. So what you're trying to do is build a routine so that you can focus on that and not think about the situation at hand, whatever it may be. You're able to do it in practice because there is no situation at hand. You're just casually practicing. So trying to basically recreate that type of scenario. But in order to do that, you have to practice like you are going to play. If you don't follow a strict routine in practice, you're not going to be able to follow that strict routine in the match. So you're like, I'm always so loosey-goosey in practice and things are good. Well, that's good, but it's hard to recreate that.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to create something that you can recreate. I'm talking a lot here, David. What do you think about this?
Yeah. Well, I think for you say your routine, and I think one of the things, especially with you, and I was actually talking to Smith about it earlier today, and you have this you're loosey goosey all over the place, and everyone thinks you're because Will and myself, we're very much field throwers, where we kind of go things right, and I feel like people think of you as a field thrower, and it's not. You're a lot closer to Smith than a lot of people realize, where it's you're all over the place with your attention, but the moment you go to throw, you are just locked in and are not thinking about anything else. And for me, when I turn to face the target, that to me is my turning is we're on and we're going. And it's I grab the moment the axe leaves my hand, is I'm not thinking about my throw. I'm joking around with the crowd. I find that helps me to get out nervous energy, kind of stay out of my head. But then when I'm going around and then I turn to face the target, it's boom, go. There's a bullseye. Here's my foot, and I throw really quickly. You have guys like Lucas Johnson who stand there and throw and wait for what feels right, and that. But then I saw the routine, and in practice, I feel I have two different types of practice. I have trying to figure out where I'm just practicing things and trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, and then we got Rob Leverance coming here,
Whoa.
Mr. ESPN himself.
What's up,
doing some
guys?
Commentary.
I'm not supposed to be here right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do we have a break?
Holding
How's
between
it
that?
How's it going?
It's
Doing
good.
well, doing well.
Yeah.
Maybe
Good.
talk a
Those
little
were
bit about.
What do you?
Good matches.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Travis
Stop it! Come on,
Dude,
those were amazing.
I want to see the broadcast. Just my face for Travis's second kill shot. Like,
I'm heartbroken.
Yeah, we were like
Travis.
screaming.
Actually, after that match,
was it in? Did it hit?
No.
It was still alive.
After that match, Travis went over to the side. And I don't think a lot of people saw this, but he went over to the side, and I went over there. He was sitting on the ground. He was heartbroken, and I told him to stand the fuck up, and I picked him up and I gave him a really big hug.
That's why you're the man.
Because
That's why I love you.
That's if you're Travis, that's difficult, man. That was a difficult loss for him.
You're not. We haven't announced it yet. You're not
There's
allowed to
the
be
thing
on
that
here.
You're
Spoiler!
fucking
Surprise announcement! Surprise announcement! Morton teased it, but the official announcement. I am making an executive decision right now. Dr. Dan, silky smooth commentary all weekend. He's gonna be replacing me for the World Axe Throwing play-by-play.
Yeah,
I'm a selfish jerk who is better at axe throwing than Cup and Will.
Yeah, we're actually gonna have like a kind of a rotating commentary team. Dr. Dan's
Yeah.
gonna take the hatchet portion of the broadcast. Will Galacco is gonna take the duels, and Tyler Flynn is gonna do big axe.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
So
This is gonna be a
like
lot
some
of fun.
super experts all around there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So.
What did you think of those matches, Dan?
Dude, it was
Ridiculous.
the Travis Lucas match was insane.
Yeah.
The tension was like oh man.
Yeah.
Having the commentator on, I just wanted to just go watch. I was like,
Yeah.
it was insane. I mean, it was just when you thought they were gonna just like, oh, they're gonna play. Oh,
oh, you're fine.
just when you thought they were gonna play it safe, you're like, oh, okay, they're gonna maybe throw like a loose four, and it was just splitting it right.
Yeah,
down the middle.
Lucas turned the knife around to like get a different rotation on it and just split the bullseye. It's like that's a pro
Yeah.
throw. That's a pro throw.
He
right
came
there.
in with the over rotation dip in from turning the knife around. It was like just
Yeah.
sick. Are we already getting our warm up throws?
Yeah, this is the warm ups.
Oh wow! Yeah, Rob better rush
So.
back to commentary there.
All right,
All right.
I'll come back.
I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, just finish real quick what I was saying for when I practice. So I have like practice where I'm just like throwing and trying new things. But then like I practice like I'll do simulated matches where like I set a score, and like depends on how I want to challenge myself. Like sometimes it's like all right, if you win with a 60, sometimes it's like you got to throw a 63 to win. If it's a 62, you have to go to who sucks less. And like having that pressure, and like I imagine I'm playing like Lucas Johnson or I'm playing Comp, and in my head, so then like you get to those pressure moments in tournaments, you can say to yourself like I've played this match before, like I feel comfortable, like I know what I'm doing, I know my routine. I'm not trying to adjust for like, oh, now I'm in a tournament. It's like I've been playing tournament matches for the last week when I've been practicing. So things to keep practice how you play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Biggest thing for mindset.
And me, I would say underperforming, but honestly, I've been kind of performing to about my ability at the moment. I've been kind of wondering if I'm too comfortable these days.
That's fair.
If I'm feeling such little nerves at all times that like, I don't know, maybe it's not helping me be consistent. And we're going to have our first 3 throws coming up here.
Ooh,
We've gone right to the finals. I wonder if that's going to give Austin a advantage. As Lucas comes out, you can't wait till you see this on the broadcast. He collides with his third knife with the first 2, and it spins more than 90 degrees and lands on the board almost sideways. Instead of being like completely vertical, for those of you watching,
counts.
it
counts.
It lands
It's parallel
like
to the
this
floor.
almost.
Yeah, it is parallel to the floor.
Wow. And our first 3 throws, Austin Box 6-5 for
6-5-4.
Lucas Johnson 6-5-4.
Happy 4 from Lucas.
Yeah.
Happy 4.
Yeah, can't feel bad about that one. Getting a stick there is very nice.
That's the concept I think a lot of throwers like to encourage is when you have like a bad throw and they're like, and it's like this probably should have dropped, but it's like a 4. And it's like happy 4. It's like better than it should have been, and just like move on. Don't think about it.
We're tied up here. Throw number 4, round 1
It's like
of your finals of the WKTL U.S. Open
bullseye from
Championship.
Austin. Can't quite. Lucas is a 4.
Lucas with a 6.
Looks 6. Oh, but another
I think
6
Austin
from Austin.
matching.
Austin going for the same hole. Lucas.
Let's see what we
probably
get.
might be a 5. 6-6, 6-4.
Austin's going to take a 2-point lead going into the turn here.
This is going to be interesting because watching the first two matches, Lucas, I feel like, has a very good advantage in two-spin.
I'm going to agree.
He's been throwing two-spin a lot better than Austin has, but Austin is a great thrower. So, like,
from
I
what I'm
won't be
seeing,
surprised to see Austin match and Lucas, but...
Here's what I saw. Both throwers in earlier matches had dropped some two-spin knives, but I think the overall consistency was on the side of Lucas.
Yeah.
They're both going to throw 4s here and throw 6. Let's see if Austin can prove me wrong here. Lucas, I think with a 5 here on throw number 7, excuse me.
It's like a 5 maybe. Might be a 4. Could also be a 6. It's dead center.
Wow,
Rotation
good
is...
commentary, Dave.
The rotation, dead center, rotation is hard to see. Hard
Luke-
4 from Lucas.
Stick it in the board, see what happens. All right, Austin. He's going to get a 4, good height, just to the right, but safe. Doesn't hit his other knives.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's
I
going to...
wonder if that was kind of like an intentional. I'm going to aim here and just play it safe. I have a lead. 5-4-4, 4-4-4, 1 point game.
39-38 for Austin.
I am kind of interested if Austin, because it looked like he stepped aside and was aiming right, pulled the 4. I wonder if he said to himself, like, I know I'm going to have a 1 point lead. I don't want to kind of risk it trying to extend that lead and just take what it is and then move into the final 2 throws.
I don't know.
I really wish I could ask him that question.
You want me to stop them? I can go. Kidding.
I'll text
Here we
him.
go. Throw number 9. 1 point game. Both men stepping up. Austin throws first. A little over rotated. It might be a 4. Lucas, 6. That is touching the outside paint of the red. I think that is a 6.
I think it's a 6.
Austin was dead center, but over rotated. Possibly a 4. Lucas is touching the pen line. Oh, I can't wait to see what they call this.
That could be a huge call.
Throw number 10. Austin going first.
Hits a 6.
Hits a 6. Lucas?
He's staying down.
Hits a 6. I think Lucas may take it. I think he may take that first round.
This is
going to be a crucial call
God.
depending on what Austin has. If Austin has a 4 on the right and
I would hate
not
to be
a
this
5.
judge. I would hate to be this judge right now.
Wow. He's calling
6-6
6-6 for Lucas. 6-5.
We got it.
We got
it, folks.
Tie
Who
game.
sucks less? Let's go. Round 1. I wanted it all day. Round 1 of the finals. They're giving it to us.
As the crowd cheers, who sucks
What a pair of bullseyes from Lucas.
Oh, I wish this was just for the whole shebang, honestly.
Oh, I wish this was it.
Here we go, 50-50. What great rounds by both men. Who sucks less? They're stepping up. My guess is that Austin will throw first, just by his typical timing. Lucas a slow thrower. Let's see what happens. It looks like he's letting Lucas throw first.
I want one to hit. Give us a hit. Give us a hit.
Lucas always wanting to throw second, it seems, because he kind of resets and... Interesting. They are taking their time. I think Austin hit a kill.
Austin hit.
I don't know. No, he's to the right.
Left. He's
to the right. Or sorry, left. Sorry. Oh my God, these are close. Both men missing, I'll say, quarter to half inch to the left.
I was told
perfect height.
I was told an intentional footfall is a DQ, so they cannot intentionally footfall.
Aw.
I know, but just like
it would make the match go too long. I get it.
Yeah, they don't want intentional footballs.
Who would ever do that?
But
who would ever do that in a big championship? You know.
I'm not bringing up. We already had that moment in the B bracket finals of my bracket, and I don't want to bring that up again. Or B bracket semis.
Oh, okay. I was referring to Colby Dean. And
Austin takes the round.
Wow, I thought so by the look of it.
It looked like it.
Check
but
here. I'll say he took it by an 1/8 inch for those of you with no view.
Sounds about right.
It was that close. First round of your final goes to Austin Bach by an 1/8 inch.
That was crazy.
Wow.
Hell of a round.
They're going to take their warm-up throw. Both men choosing a single rotation throw for their warm-up.
I think that's smart. They both just crushed two spin.
Yeah, and you wanna do as well as you can in the one spin.
Yeah.
Come out with a lead. If not, keep it very close, right?
I feel like most of the way Hatchet works is most of the tournament. It's like, okay, it comes down to like kill shots, but it's those first bullseyes is like you want that lead. You want that lead going into the kill shots. You know you have to hit the kill shots, but it's having that lead built.
I think we might have seen a bull from both men on throw number 1. Lucas high on throw 2 into the 5. Austin bull.
Austin is
He's
feeling
stepping
it
way
right
out
now.
to the right to get the angle.
He's feeling it right now.
If I'm him, I'm just throwing a 5. He doesn't have much left on that
Yeah.
bull, but we'll see what he does.
Yeah,
Lucas stepping up for her third.
I feel like his best chance at a bullseye is honestly going dead center, which is just crazy. I'm gonna see what he does. He's going right at it. He's 4.
Austin, the tippy-toeing and foring.
I just feel like gets a little excited. Lucas looks like he
might have went in between his 2 other knives and might have gone into the 6. We'll see. I mean, impressive throw to split between his 2 knives that were already in the board. He's going to go 6-5-5. Very good start. 6-6-4.
6-6-4, tied up.
Yep.
I think an interesting thing there with Austin, and one of the interesting things with knife throwing, is his first 2 throws is like you could tell he was feeling it. It was like boom, boom, and then he had to stop.
Yeah,
readjust,
having to step out,
then,
and
it changes things, and that's kind of like that strategy. That's
now that we're down to
throwing.
1 bull and not the 3 bulls, right?
Yeah, because if it was 3 bulls, he could have
just easily went right up.
Right up now, yeah.
Lucas over rotated,
leaned down.
Austin
looks like
his single spins are perfectly rotated at this moment. Lucas steps up and I think hits a 6 in his second. Throw number 5. Austin
4.
shanks it low for a 4 though.
Yeah, I think
it's 4 though. Those of you just tuning in, Lucas Johnson down 1 round to Austin Bach. Austin Bach wins this round. He is your 2022 U.S.
6-4.
Open.
We remain tied.
WKTL champion. 26-26. We're going to tap and turn. Stepping on back to the 15-foot line. 2 rotation.
All right.
Austin's feeling it. You can tell he knows the situation. 5 throws. 5 good throws and you're the champ. But for Lucas, 5 good throws to get back in this.
4 from Lucas. Bullseye from Austin.
Bullseye. Throw number 7.
Might be a little high, but
Lucas pulling it to the left again.
Back to back, exact same spots. Good height. Maybe he just lined up wrong?
I think he just kind of pulled it with his shoulder. His chest got a little activated and pulled the knife.
Austin 4 giving Lucas a chance to kind of get another throw and get back in a little bit.
Oh, he got a 5. I think Lucas got a 5 on that 3rd knife.
One's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's right along the inside of that ring.
Throw number 8 from Austin.
That looks like a 4. Looks like just outside.
Under rotated but sticking. Lucky there to kind of get the stick.
So that's gonna be a big call on Lucas on the 5. Is it gonna be a 1 point or a 2 point?
I think it's a 5 for sure. 6-4-4 from Austin. 5-4-4 from Lucas.
So we got a 1 point game coming here in the last throws. 2 throws, and we could have a championship decided after 2 throws. Ooh. Could we go in overtime? Could we go in another round?
I'm excited.
I know.
I'm excited. What are you wishing for? I want a 3rd round.
I want a 3rd round.
Austin Bach, 1 point lead. 2 throws left. Stay in the lead.
Honestly,
you're the champ.
What I'm hoping for here is a 6 from Austin, 1 point. Lucas has to go kill. Hits it for the win. That's what I want.
That's pretty fun.
Force game 3.
All right. As has been the case the whole match, Austin a little bit quicker. Throwing first. A 3 way high. Lucas, get this in the circle. He throws a 4. We're tied up. We're tied up. 1 throw left. Throw number 10. Tied up.
Goosebumps.
They're not going to go for kills because if they miss and hit a 2 and a 1, that's how it goes.
You can't.
They're going to be going for bullseyes here. Austin with a little bit of an interference with the way his blade is sticking down. He steps out to the left to get some angle.
He has to adjust.
Austin going to throw first.
A 3.
Oh.
That might be a 3.
Oh, that might be a 3.
That might be a 3.
Lucas throws a bull. We're going to a 3rd.
Doesn't matter.
We're going to a 3rd, and Lucas with a little bit of a fist bump as he hits it. That's the most emotion I've ever seen him show. Wow, what a final throw by Lucas, splitting the bull down the middle. And we're going to go to a third round, 49-47.
I've honestly seen Lucas win tournaments and show less emotion.
Yes, absolutely.
I know I wanted a kill shot, but that bullseye was just as good.
Wow. We're going to go to the rubber match, and our players are going to step up and take their warm-up throw. Incredible throw.
This is
so
a great
far.
finals
I
match.
love this. I love
If you're
knife
listening
throwing.
to this, watch this on ESPN, put it on tape, and just watch it whenever you can.
Yeah, and then watch it with like the good commentary, Rob Leverance, who I'm sure is doing an absolute.
Oh my! I can only
knockout
imagine
job.
how much Rob is losing his mind,
Yeah.
especially that first round.
Oh man.
Oh my god! I just hope he didn't. I'm hoping he's not cursing.
No, I'm sure he's fine.
I mean, he came in here and cursed, so he probably got it out of his system.
Lucas, a dead center bull to start the match
good.
Off.
Awesome
Austin.
matches.
A dead center bull to start the match off. That's why they're in the championship.
4 a little under rotation high.
Yep. Just leaned into it a little too much.
Lucas is gonna have to do some adjustment.
Austin
Oh.
shanking low,
Lean low.
but also a 4.
I feel like Austin, his throwing style just has that tendency to kind of lean forward and drop a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he does the same thing that I have a tendency to do in Hatchet. It's just like lean out and lean down. You're not putting your momentum forward. You're aiming down and you just miss low.
Yeah, sometimes you just hold on to it a little too long.
Yeah.
So we're going to get 6-5-4 for Austin, 6-6-4 for Lucas. Lucas is going to be up 1 point going in the throw number 4 of your final. Round number 3 of the finals. Winner of this round is your WKTL 2022 U.S. Open champion.
I'm so happy to be calling this. This is awesome. Wish we could be in there watching it, but this is just amazing.
I wish I could be out there throwing. I wasn't in WKTL.
I don't. I'd be getting embarrassed right now by these
throw,
guys.
throw number 4. Throw number 4. Here we go. Lucas, a little to the left.
Little
And low. Austin.
That might be
Early
a
release
3.
high. It might be a 3.
Lucas
coming
right
with a
on
5.
that line. Looks like a 5 though.
Another 3.
Ooh, another 3.
Another 3 for Austin.
Austin might be in his head a little bit. Take this time, take a breath, relax a little bit, reset yourself. No, you're still in it. 5-4.
So yeah, we're gonna have 3-3 for Austin, 5-4 for Lucas.
4-point
Lucas,
game. Coming in 2 spin. That's nothing. You can make that back.
That's a 1 knife,
Yeah.
1 knife swing. 1 drop and 1 good knife, and the score's right back to tied. But we're gonna see what's
Come on,
gonna
Austin.
happen.
Reset yourself and got this. You got this. You've been here before. You know what to do.
Both men getting their composure.
Austin
Setting their
doing a
feet
little
up.
shake, getting comfortable, doing his thing. Lucas showing no emotion whatsoever.
Austin a right foot forward thrower. Lucas as well. Okay, both men similar style.
Lucas drills it. Austin, not sure if that has the right rotation, but it's close. It is
Dave, I'm
close.
gonna say those were both bulls.
Yeah.
Our opening throws from 2 spin, both bulls. That's how you know it's the finals.
Lucas looks like a 4.
Yeah, a little under rotated, a little high.
That's a 6.
And he might have knocked his other one down a little bit
Yeah.
to potentially be a 6. It's at least a 5 that first throw for Austin.
That may have been a 7-point bullseye.
All right, throw number 8, big throw here.
He's got
Austin needs
to
to
be
get
careful
a 5.
though, because that first axe is the guard is against the board, so that is at risk for dropping. He doesn't care and just splits it and goes right at the bullseye.
He hits a 5. Now Lucas, getting his own angle,
Gets a 4.
tries to come in from wide and throws a 4.
This is gonna be a big point swing. It looks like
We're going to be within a couple points.
Yeah, this is Austin came back. The question is, how much did he manage to come back?
We're going to have 6-4-4 for Lucas. 6-6-5.
6-6-5. 1 point game coming to the last 2 throws. This is exactly what you expect.
I am really hoping for a 6-5 or a 5-4.
Oh,
I want this tied on the final throw. Oh, man. I want this tied after the final throw. I don't want this to end. 39-38. 2 throws remaining. We're getting some deep breaths from our throwers. The crowd
I'd just like to pose
on the edge of their seat.
a rule change.
Literally.
That knives, you have the option to call kill to close the board.
That's an interesting idea. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. Throw number 9. Austin probably going to throw
Come on,
first.
boys. Bullseyes.
Oh, Lucas first. 5.
Lucas, 5.
Oh, Austin, I think, is a little under rotated and above the
Looks like a
ring,
4.
and it looks like a 4. Lucas is going to be up 2 points going into the final throw. Of course, they don't score that, so the throwers aren't positive on that, but Austin's going to wait to see what Lucas does. Lucas
6.
hits a 6.
That's a 6.
Well,
Austin has to go up.
Has to go up to tie it.
Bullseye to tie potentially.
No. Kill shot to
Or kill
tie,
shot.
David.
Sorry, kill shot.
Oh, all good. Here we go.
Kill shot
Austin
to tie.
lining up. His arms are a lot of energy going
Come on,
on.
Austin, hit
Deep
this.
breath out.
Hit this. Oh, he
just
misses
to
it
the
right.
top right.
Great throw. An amazing effort by Austin. But
And
Lucas Johnson takes it. Your U.S. Open 2022 WKTL champion. Great performance. An absolute barn burner. Amazing match from those two throwers. Just
wow.
great job
Wow,
all
wow,
around. Jenna comes in, rushing with a hug. You love to see it. Those guys threw an absolutely just amazing match.
And the other WKTL throwers coming in to congratulate Lucas. Lucas's son, Hayden Brown, coming in to congratulate him. Wow. Lucas Johnson, you're champ.
Just clutch throw in there. The last 2 sets of two-spin, those last 2 rounds, knowing what he needed to do, pressure on to win.
Yeah.
And just drilling the bullseye, stepping up under those big pressure moments.
Here's a question for you, Dave. Do you think that works out better or worse for you to have Lucas win this event? Oh, look at that bracelet.
Yeah, it's a pretty bracelet.
Oh, what? I need to become a knife thrower.
Yeah.
That bracelet is so cool. I'm sure those aren't real diamonds, but it is very cool looking.
So
If those were real diamonds, somebody would be assaulting him to rob him for it.
So my personal preference is like everyone, I think people are not rooting against Lucas, but like he wins enough, so like they want someone else. So I'm hoping he wins Hatchet, and then it'll be like third time's the charm, so he loses duels. That's my strategy. If he wins Hatchet, if he loses in Hatchet, I'm more worried about duels. But I also know he wants revenge. He wants revenge.
He
from last
does.
year.
Yeah.
I was hoping for Kingsman for the sole fact as I don't want a motivated Brown Johnson going up against me and Ben.
Agreed. We're gonna have Lucas's interview here, but we're not gonna be able to hear it. So
a good advice I have to people throwing against good throwers who you might be a little intimidated by or think you're better or just know are good throwers. You don't want them to have motivation to want to beat you. All throwers have that little extra gear that when there's just like a little animosity, and not that we have animosity, but like you want revenge. And I'm a little scared, not gonna lie.
So my thought on it is I think it's gonna work out good for you.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a big adrenaline dump and like a lot of energy and focus to use up in the number of matches he had to play in that WKTL championship.
I don't know. We'll see. We have about a 45-minute break now before the start of that, so he has some time. But he is throwing Hatchet as well, and they're doing the semifinals first for Hatchet.
Yeah.
And then he'll have a little bit of a break for Big Axe, and then we're going to go into duels. But
we'll see.
We'll see
What happens.
He's the best thrower for a reason. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll adjust him too, but I know last year it took Vin and I best throwing ever to beat them, and hopefully we can do it again. But
I think you can.
I mean, we do it once, you can do it twice. So
Oh,
throwing
man.
my main Hatchet, so we'll see. Switching axes.
Yeah. And Lucas is getting interviewed.
Looking beautiful.
Yeah,
as
wow, he
always.
just dedicated the victory to us.
Yeah.
He said that we taught him everything he knows. That's really nice of him. Showing off the bracelet. Amazing throwing by Lucas today, and
Lucas,
legitimately all
Travis, Austin,
all 8
Dustin
throwers.
Wildman, Dylan, Ben Edgington, Ben Fowler, Brett Williamson, everyone just great throwing all around.
The level that
For the first ever like full knife ESPN broadcast, they showcase what this sport is all about, truly capable of, and I'm really interested to see the reaction when this airs on ESPN compared to the axes, because I think there's going to be a lot of excitement and people than there are for the axe throwing broadcast.
I'd have to agree. I think this was more entertaining than most axe
100%.
matches I've seen, and that's not to say I don't find axe throwing entertaining, This knife
it's
throwing was
formulaic.
like
It's
thrilling because
yeah.
it was so much more, unknown of like
Yeah.
what was going to happen. It's not, is somebody going to throw a 6 or like a barely 5? It's like, this thing could go anywhere. This
Yeah.
could be a drop. This could be a 3. This
It
could
was
be a
wild.
6.
All right, so we're told to wrap it up. So
Yeah.
just congratulations again, Lucas Johnson taking home the winner. Austin Brock, a tremendous second place performance, one of the best finals matches I've ever seen in the axe throwing, knife throwing, any sport really. Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah, and it's going to be worth the rewatch.
Yeah,
It's going to be worth watching it with
Watch
video.
it on video. We did a great job, but we did not do it justice. It was
Don't pat
amazing.
ourselves in the back too much. The content was well beyond any ability of ours to articulate it. It is going to be thrilling to watch. Wait till it comes out next week.
2
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
You guys know the dates at
Yeah.
home.
And I believe in about, I want to say 45 minutes, half hour, we'll be doing the World Axe Throwing League US Open Finals on the YouTube channel for the World Axe Throwing League. Hop over there. You'll see a live video. You'll see Kump and Dr. Dan.
Yeah, and then
leading us along.
with some other guest commentary stopping in as well. So, yeah, thank you, everyone. And see you in a little bit.
All right. I don't know how to stop it.